right. The stream has started here. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, welcome. If you're on Facebook, welcome. We're gonna get TikTok started, and then we're gonna have a show. We're gonna have a good show today, by the way. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you and your time. Thank you so much. Make we start TikTok live. And then we're gonna have a good show. We're gonna have a good show today, promise. We also have a co-host today. We have our co-host, Choma. She's gonna be here in a moment. But in the meantime, not just me and I go to see. And we're gonna be giving that monologue until we have Choma here. Excuse me. Until we have Choma here, and then we start the show. All right. I for play music, but I don't want this live to be Facebook and YouTube know they like music, so I for play music. But yeah, Matthew, I see you on Facebook. Thank you for joining. I for play music while we wait, while we're trying to get the show started. But Facebook and YouTube know they like music, so we're gonna leave it as is and have a good show. How about that? Anyway, thank you guys for joining. All right, I think I have everything set up here. Isaac Matthew on YouTube, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're going to have a good show today. Let's like and share and get more people here to join the conversation. Paparazzi One, I see you. Thank you for joining. Silver Sofa, user 309, King Leo. Thank you guys for joining. Let's like and share and get more people here to join the show. We're going to have Choma here in a moment. But in the meantime, let's talk about it, right? Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? You know, the Biafra conversation, obviously, is no stranger to Igbo people. It's no stranger to Nigerians at large. It's no stranger to, I don't know, and, you know, this argument of Biafra, right? It's not Igbo. Biafra is not Igbo, but some people want to, and I did some research about Biafra. Biafra actually existed at some point in world geography. It did exist, but it was not tied to Igbo. It was tied to a certain area, the colonial people. It was tied to a certain area. Choma, let me, sorry, I know say we do this thing the other time, but let me welcome Choma, by the way. Make
I'm feeling like the pull so people are hearing something.
Yeah, make I figure this thing out again. I know we did it the other time, okay. So I should be able to figure it out easier this time. So let's see. Has it switched? No. It hasn't switched yet. 1 second. Oh yeah, it has switched. Okay, don't switch. I don't mind me, Jerry. I don't old. I don't mind me, Jerry. I don't know that. Yeah, it has switched. So this is the view we want. So yeah, we got that view. All right. I thank you guys for coming. And there. Choma, lovely background there you got there. Lovely background.
I did my pool. I know they hear anything.
That one day. Enjoy. It's a sunny day today. Enjoy.
It's a sunny day, yes.
Absolutely. But yeah, make I just give this small summary of what I research on Biafra, you know, and anybody can call me out where I'm wrong. It did actually exist at some point in time, but it wasn't tied, it wasn't, related to Igbo. By the colonial people, they carved an area, the eastern Nigeria, the real eastern Nigeria, no be southeast now, where they talk about. That area, where they call eastern Nigeria, cut across Cameroon area, they call that place Biafra. That's why the body of water that is underneath River State, the body of water, they call it Bight, it was also the Bight of Biafra at some point in history. But in today's map, Bight of Biafra does not exist. Biafra itself, as a region by the colonial people, also does not exist. Because now you have a country called Nigeria, you have a country called Cameroon, and then the Bight of Biafra has been replaced with Bight of Bonny. Anyway, shout out to Choma. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any intros, Choma, before we get started?
I want them to see my agbada. Wait.
All right. They arrange Jamaica, they shout people out where they here. Okay, Owo Alexander on Facebook. You say, can I join? Yes, you can, but you have to come over on TikTok. I'm actually working on the video so that I can broadcast the video the way TikTok people are seeing it. I also want Facebook people to see it that same way. I want YouTube people to see it that same way. So I'm working on that. Hopefully I can get it done. So that you'll be more entertaining for you guys over there on Facebook and YouTube. I know the voice, hearing my voice and hearing Choma's voice is good, but we can make it better. I'm working on that, so make una bear with me. But if you want to join, please feel free to come over on TikTok and request, and then we can bring you up and you can share your thoughts. But you have to be Igbo. This is not Igbo conversation. But if you're not Igbo, yes, feel free to stay in the chat. Feel free to stay in YouTube, Facebook, and just listen in and drop your chats, and we're going to read your chats from time to time. Thank you guys for joining.
Hello everyone. Thank you everyone who is listening to me from Facebook, and YouTube and TikTok. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining this conversation. So I wanted to add something because Kachi, when bingos will clip you, all they are going to clip is Biafra existed. So I need to make that correction. There is no place. Okay. The Bight of Biafra is a water channel. It'd be like if Imo River was a water channel that connected Imo and some Abia communities, and you now say that place is Biafra. A Bight is a water channel. There is no people. There was never a time in history that a people, a tribe, a region of people who had common culture, common language, common existence, common history, common traditions were ever called Biafra. That correction is not a correction that is made because we need to take it lightly. It is a correction that states what the facts are. The Bight of Biafra, currently Bight of Bonny for obvious reasons, doesn't just go through Cameroon. It covers what we call today the riverine areas of Nigeria, basically the Outer Banks, right? So it's not even the current day Southeast that we're talking about. So think about the people who have the waterways that you will need to access today if you needed to have, the eastern region we had before. Yeah. So meaning that if you didn't connect to that water channel, and it goes all the way to Equatorial Guinea. So it includes, current day Western Cameroon, and then also Northern Gabon, and goes all the way to Equatorial Guinea. There was no time that the people in these areas that I mentioned were ever considered one people. They were never considered one tribe. So this obsession we have with the Biafra name comes from war era, when Biafra was then reintroduced, right, as a way of not making it, necessarily an Igbo thing or a tribe specific thing. It was a name that was called from a term that had already existed. But that term, because this is how Kanu was able to brainwash a lot of people, by bringing that old map that has Bight of Biafra. So we're not talking about the existence of a name. We are talking about, what did that name symbolize, signify? What did that name mean in context, historically? And it did not mean the people or the indigenous people of Biafra. There's absolutely no such thing. And I would give anybody $200 today who is going to prove me wrong.
It'd be like, Nami, go collect that $200, Choma.
Because money, they're not in the apple.
It'd be like, Nami, go collect them, because I actually did some research in the old maps. There was actually an area called Biafra. This is
during colonial. It's Biafra, correct? that you saw?
Biafra, Biafra.
FRA, right.
Yeah.
But there was no people called Biafra. That name, that area that is, pull up the map. Can you pull up the map and put it in the background of
I
where
think
we
I
are?
can. I think I can. But let me just conclude on this, right? I did see that this has nothing to do with Igbo people, and that you're right on that one. It has nothing to do with Igbo people, but it did exist. That area, Biafra, eastern Nigeria, cut across even Cameroon, and that sort of that area.
Right. So
Not the bite. The bite is the body of
the
water.
bite is the water channel.
There is a
But on
reason.
that old map, you see that like it's like a section
Yeah.
that is like just listed
The
Biafra.
bite is named. The bite is named. Is named from the actual area that was the Biafra in the past.
Right, the bite of that Biafra.
Of that
right?
Biafra,
all
yeah.
the channels that surrounded that area
Correct.
was called the bite of Biafra. And it then contained all of these places we mentioned.
Correct.
Correct. All right, continue, please. Let's read. And also put the map in the background if you can. I think it can also give people some sort of visual.
I wish I saved that map, but I should be able to find it now. But anyway,
Google, it's there.
Yeah, I will. In 1 second. Only say when I start to use my computer with the stream, it trouble my computer, but I should be able to find it. Old map of Africa on Numpara. And what made me do this research actually was because I saw this old map of excuse me. I saw this old map of Africa dating maybe 1800s, 1700s maybe. And I saw a region in Africa, like the middle area of Africa, before, colonial people. Now, colonial people draw the map anyway, but they named that part, or those areas, they named it unknown parts. So it struck my curiosity. I'm like, yo, at some point, these people, I get, now them say they discover everywhere, right? At some point, they didn't know that people lived here, so they just tagged it unknown parts, right? But when I zoomed into the current day Nigeria, then I saw that Biafra area. That's just the point I'm trying to make. But let me see if I can find it here.
Agree. Yeah.
And I think it was on Etsy. It's an Etsy map.
It shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't. Put old world map, and then maybe put Biafra or something. Just put something that would pull in, because that was the map that got our people that delusional.
But it has nothing to do with Igbo people. That's the difference here. It has nothing to do with Igbo people. Yep.
And that distinction, if you do not make it when you say that, that is how the misinformation and the disinformation
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because arguably everybody who was then, because you have to remember that Africa was never really called Africa when the maps were, like it was Akubulin. There's a way that they pronounce it. ALKUBEN is actually the accurate name. When they came and they basically, sectioned us like Nama, like this one is for us, this one is the Tozo side that they're going to fry. This right? Literally mapped Africa based on sort of business realities, business opportunities, or wherever they saw sort of business potential, whether it was in the human capital of using us as slaves or the capital of what you had in your land, right? The important thing to note is that for something you did not name, and if your argument is that Nigeria is a name that is foreign to you, Biafra by itself, what Kano tried to do was to redefine what Biafra meant by dissecting the two words and turning it into two Igbo words. And that's ridiculous because I can find a Japanese name and break it into two and say that they mean Igbo things because phonetically we do have similarities, right? So it's Gisno Biafra, right? And that was to tie it to him being the second coming of Messiah by being from Afara. If you put Bia and you put Afara and you put it together, and you're laughing, but this is literally verbatim. I'm not.
Oh, really?
This is where that delusion of he's the savior that was sent. That's what a spiritual tone to it. Because if we keep arguing history factually, then Biafra was never coined by Igbo people to start with. So even if you concede and say, well, there's a Biafra that existed, whether you took it from the Bight of Biafra was from the, in this case, it wasn't colonial masters, it was actually the Portuguese, right? So in that map they created, they did not name, because if we use history, there's no name that they retained. Every name, they either reformed it or changed it or, create, some places just had their own original names. So why would we insist on Biafra and call it Biafra?
Yeah.
Meaning come and see. Just imagine. That is what can ruin a generation's collective consciousness. Because iti halabia, bia will bia come. And that is the definition that I swear every single the reason why I bring it up now is for you to know that I know all your talking points. Okay? I know all of it. So as you are coming now, bring me something that I've never heard before. I'll rest my case.
All right. I'm not gonna bore you because my computer is not letting me do what I want to do. It's
and son, no, they do well. I don't. They go inside.
Anyway, but yeah, take your time on that one. But yeah, my computer is not letting me do a lot of things because I'm on three streams at the same time. But anyway, we're gonna skip past that, and hopefully I can find that. And it's not relevant to me anyway. I was just saying something I found on the internet. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I go bring sports set. I'm gonna bring you up in a moment. But thank you guys for being here. Let's keep liking and sharing. We're gonna have a good show today. If you'd like, if you're requesting, just make sure you're Igbo. But if you're non-Igbo, please feel free to remain in the chat and just listen in and drop your comments in the comment there, and we are gonna read it from time to time. And I appreciate all of you guys for coming. All right. Make I see some text, some chats we have here. Okay, Abdullahi with some laughing emoji. Thank you so much for being here. Abdullahi Mukta. Let's see who else is here. Crownstar DC. Who else is here? Ayo Tunde. Just search 18th century map of Africa. Yeah, I could, but my PC, my laptop, no, they let me do at this moment. So we're gonna maybe feel free to, if you're in the chat, feel free to do that yourself and tell us what you see there. Anyway. Timmy Game Developer, he says, hello, I saw some clips from your page. Very informative. Keep going, guys. Thank you so much, Timmy Game Developer. Crownstar DC. There wasn't Biafra before 1960. I beg to differ. It's not like it has anything to do with Igbo people, but I beg to differ. And we can argue on that a whole different day. It has nothing to do with this topic today. But I beg to differ on that. Anyway, Oti Okwe. He said, we have suffered. Waiting they suffer you, my brother. What is this obiam that is bothering you? Anyway, Ben Gene, thank you so much, Ben Gene, for the follow. If you've not followed me yet, this is a good time to follow me. Let's keep liking. We are 1,900 likes right now. Let's get to 5K likes, and then we can get this show started by bringing people up and everything. All right. Make una just bear with me here 1 second. Please bear with me. We have our sister Choma here, so make una show her some love as well. Let's keep. Oh, we are 3.9K likes. I'm sorry, you see my computer, they trick me, right? They trick me. Anyway, Paparazzi one says one choice Mpa Gutengag. Okay, that one fit be German way they speak. But anyway, I appreciate you, Paparazzi one. Thank you for being here. I see Ijele here. Ijele. Let me blow on for Ijele. There was no physical place known as Biafra prior to 1967. I beg to differ on that one, Ijele. I see them. Unless the map where I see they trick me. But I saw that on the internet, my brother. I'm not going to lie for you. Just a few days ago, so it's not going to even be something way bizarre. I saw it sometime. It was just a few days ago. I beg to differ. Maybe I'll do some research. I'll do more research on that again. My laptop not giving me. I don't know what I'm going to say at the live on that because they make excuse.
They will do the description. They will do the description of it. And because we need to correct this so that we can have this conversation going forward.
All right. Maybe I can use my phone, somehow send a picture to my laptop, and I don't know, but it really is not relevant for today. Maybe we can have that conversation on did Biafra exist prior?
Bring them up now.
They could have no verse for me. They could have no verse for me.
No, because the say, I catch you and Choma call the fight.
I go
Say,
find them. Because of that
how
reason,
you
I
gonna
go
be
find
safe?
them. I go find that map, display them for the screen. Because for that reason, I'm going to find it. But Ijele, I greet you. Ijele, thank you for joining. All right. Let's see who else is here. Adachieze, Anyanwu, thank you for being here. All right, let's bring Sports Set. And feel free to request and let's hear your thoughts on this. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? All right, Sports Set. Just make sure you're Igbo if you're requesting so that we have a good show today. All right, I don't know if Sports Set is still here. Let me see. I don't know if this person is still here. Maybe I'll have to decline you and you come back because I'm trying to bring you up, but it's not. You're not coming on. All right. Let me click on this person and see if this other person comes up.
I really don't know why it's flipping my camera. It's like my left hand is here.
Well, we're not even seeing your video at this point. Your image is.
Now they see me.
No, your camera is. I've been on my computer. They threw everything off.
Can you guys see me? Because I can see myself, but my hands are weird. Can you guys see me? Who can see me? Tap F1 in the chat if you can see me.
I can't see you from here. Maybe
who can see me now? Tap, make me know what's in.
Nope. They said nope. They said nope.
Nope.
Okay, now Jelle, they request. Okay, I see Jelle came up. My laptop is tripping. You're gonna bear with me. Hopefully this doesn't mess up this show today. We're gonna have a good show. Sports Set, are you here? All right. Everything is going crazy right now.
I'm here. I'm the one that mute my side.
All right. Ijela, if you want to, go ahead. And thank you for joining, by the way. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess you want to correct me on the Biafra thing, but yeah, thank you for joining.
Exactly why I came up.
All right.
Why I came up.
All right.
Good evening, Kachi from Nigeria.
Yep.
I thank everyone. I greet everybody. Adachieze, One Choice, Chimezi. I see all of you. See, my brother, that place you saw that thing on the map. That map is the old European map. You know, these Europeans, like you will see some maps. In those maps, especially the early 18th century French maps, they mark our place as Guinea. That does not mean there was a time our place was called Guinea. But on their own map, that was what they used to mark that place. Because as the explorers, they were then. Wherever they go, of course, you need to put a landmark. Something that will say, oh, this is where we were. And the first Portuguese people that came to our shores are from a place called Mafra. When you go to Portugal today, you will see a place called Mafra. That word Biafra came from Mafra. That B is like second. Just like this New York before, it used to be New Amsterdam. Then when it moved hand from the Dutch Empire to the British Empire, they renamed it to New York. Because whenever they go to anywhere, they try to use their own place to rename that place. Of course, you know, they are trying to, it's just like an animal marking a territory that it wants to become its.
I see what you're saying.
You have Zealand in Holland, then you have New Zealand at the back of Australia. You have York in England, then you have New York in the USA. You have England in the UK. You have New England in the USA. So this is what Mafra and Biafra means. And those people that came there, they came from Mafra. In fact, there is this strong indication that even Christopher Columbus is not from Genoa, that is from that same Mafra. You understand? Because these people are known for exploration. So when they came to this place, so it's a kind of trying to mark territory. So that bite where they land is like the coast.
Yeah.
The coastline. Then they named it bite of Biafra in honor of the city where they came from. And you know, most times whenever a captain takes his crew to a place, they normally mark it with the place they are from.
I see.
Either the captain or the owner of the ship or the person that sponsored the voyage. So that's how that thing happened. That does not mean there was a time, there has never been a single
I see what you're saying.
document presented anywhere. Till date, nobody will show you any document anywhere showing you that anything from that side, any place or in our land was named Biafra by anybody. Even before kingdom started springing up from that place, when did our people start having organized society in that area? As at 400 years ago, there was no organized society. In fact, people from Agbo and that area, they've had an organized society. Thank you so much, Sami Paka. Long before any something like any kingdom existed in our place. So if you didn't even have it, how did it become that name? We were living in hamlets. As at that time, there was no link between somebody in Olu and somebody in Owerri. There was no common identity between somebody in Uguta and somebody in Ogwa. Are you understanding? So how did that place become that name when for the very first time it took the colonial period, colonial era, for all of us to become even this Igbo they are talking about? In the past, somebody from Oka, people who lived in Oka 1,000 years ago have no idea that there is someone somewhere like Umuahia. Even the Arab Confederacy they are talking about, how many people who were today in Ndigbo were part of the Arab Confederacy? The other places were places they conquered. Unri kingdom they are talking about, how many people made up Unri as at that time?
Yeah. Are you there? I think
So
we're losing. Okay. I think we're losing you. Your voice is breaking.
There was a history.
Okay.
A time, anywhere. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Let them mention any treaty, any agreement signed anywhere, any trade deal signed with anybody that has that name. How did that come into existence? It was when Ojukwu started his rubbish that a man from Niger Delta, I think he was an Ijoman, Opigo, suggested it to him. And that was the very first time that name was mentioned in our place. So prior to 1967, I will never speak on social media again if anybody will show me any document anywhere showing any place, any location in Ndigbo that was named Biafra prior to 1969-67. I rest my case.
Absolutely. And again, I'm not saying I just they talk with Nasi. I know they talk as an authority on anything. And Nami go find trouble for this matter, for close my mouth for this thing, right? But anyway, I definitely agree with you. It's the way they marked it. It doesn't mean that that area was actually Biafra, before they marked it or whatever. Definitely agree with you on that one.
Just get any French map of 1700. Just get any French map of 1705. You see that all the place there along those Gulf of Guinea, everywhere there was marked as Guinea. They used to call it Guinea. That's where the name Guinea fowl came from. Because they consider that place Guinea, all those tropical areas and along that coast, southern coast of the Atlantic, they used to call it Guinea. So will someone come tomorrow now and say all of us used to be called Guinea?
Yeah.
And when you talk, they say, okay, see that map. Of course, it's on the map. Who drew the map and for whom?
All right. Ijele, thank you for that correction. I appreciate you. Stay put if you have the time. I'm going to bring Choma back here. Ebuka, we'll have this conversation with you in a moment, but make I bring my co-host back. I don't know, my computer was tripping. Now that map, where I go to find, I didn't begin to trip my computer. I tell you now, and I no agree. Anyway, all right. how we could do am now? Because my face is how we could do am so that my face go
You have to
show and
you
that
have to
thing go.
redo it again and split the screen the way you did it last week.
Yes.
That's the only way this can work.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ijele, make it no vex for me. Please, I'm gonna need to drop you at this point so that me, Chioma,
No
and this
problem. Yeah, I love you staying on the background. I don't even
appreciate
get
it.
that. I'm
Appreciate it. And feel free to request, please. Feel free to request if you have any pushback. Like you, now me find trouble for this one. I don't do the complete research, but thank you, thank you, Jelle, for correcting me on that one. I'm not
Move Ebuka down so it centers it. Then you bring him back up because now he has changed the because when you do post editing, it's going to split into 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is how we want it. Ebuka, I want my co-host to be at the top, not you. So, Ebuka, I'm going to drop you at this point and then request again. I'll bring you right back up, please. Make una forgive my tardiness. Now that now me go send myself that Biafra message.
you send yourself. Now you go by yourself. Correct yourself.
Anyway, yeah. Ebuka, please request again so I can bring you back up right away and we can have that conversation. TikTok is not very flexible when it comes to how you position these things. So it has to be me first, you, the co-host second, and then if a guest comes in, then the guest can come at the bottom. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah. Yes. So Ebuka, please, I'm still waiting for your request. Otherwise, we're going to move the show ahead. If you want to have this conversation, Ebuka, please feel free to request again so that we can bring you back up here. Make I give you 30 seconds. While I read some of the chats here, Mr. Ike, thank you for being here. Who else is here? Silver Sofa. And also, when I don't start, they cost me already. No problem. Now to come up, come talk the talk. That's what we need you to do here. Come up and talk that talk. Don't stay there and be cussing me. Some people, Choma, I go start the record all these costs they give you because they cost me and you for my DM. I don't know that they receive your own portion for your own DM because I don't know. These costs are carry a
Who be their papa? We don't send anything. Me when they don't cost in 2014, you don't see me as I don't buy the pool. Their cost not they pass me now.
Oh my goodness.
We don't send them.
Don't be small. All right.
Do their cost up.
All right, we have Ebuka on the show. Thank you again for joining or re-requesting. I appreciate it. Choma, do you have any thoughts or monologue before we get started? Before we get Ebuka started on the show?
Of course I do.
All right, go ahead.
I was getting distracted with the phone downstairs, so I had to. Yeah. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you are here for the very first time, you are in for a treat. So, today, as you come up, please make sure that you are aware about what the topic is. The rules are very, very simple. And even if it has been said, it needs to be said again. I am a co-host, okay? I am still Sheltos Umubingo, but I am a co-host. So that means I will interject, I will ask questions, I will dig. We will not be doing 5-minute submissions or 3-minute submissions. There are people we already know how they feel about the topic. So they usually co-hosts on different shows with Kachi. So when they come up, they might get 5 minutes. People like Ujele, for example, can come and teach but if you're coming, please answer the question. The question is very simple. Ndigbo, you as Onyibo, answer this question. Do we need Biafra? Don't just say it though, answer it, but also give us the reasons as to why you think we need it or we do not need it. Bring your facts, bring all of the things that you have learned, bring your questions as well. I will be here for as long as it takes to make sure that we exhaust this conversation. Thank you for having me, my brother Kachi, and thank you to all of you for being here. I look forward to it.
Absolutely. You say exhaust. This kind of conversation, they exhaust. They need to exhaust this
one.
No,
we go exhaust them today now. We go start again next week.
They need to exhaust this Biafra talk.
You know the finish.
But anyway, Ebuka, thank you so much for your patience. We're going to unmute you. If you want to unmute yourself, please. And let's hear your thoughts, please. All right. Ebuka, thank you for joining. Obviously, your name says you're Igbo. So, Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening.
To me, or for me, let me now say for other people, me particularly, we need Biafra and we are Biafra. My reason is this: when you said you are not Biafra, who are you then?
We are Igbo. We have been Igbo from the
Igbo?
inception of time.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Now, what will you give me now as an example of what you are using before or what you have as an Igbo man?
Okay, Ebuka, I'm going to need you now to
Yeah.
mute because you're about to annoy me with your ignorance. But I will educate you. Before any white man, any Oyibo man ever set foot on current day Nigeria, but we didn't have Nigeria at the time, prior to 1914's amalgamation, okay, there was no such thing as your great grandparents identifying themselves as Biafran, what they were, how Ndigbo. Prior to the amalgamation, everybody identified first by their hamlets, Uhuha, Amaha, which however you want to, you guys say it in your own dialects, and then I say Ama, Ezi family, Ama is your kindred. Ndị Igbo niile, onwere onye na-aza Biafra. You asked the question, what were your question is incorrect.
Please,
Listen,
you are going away from what
listen.
I asked. What I said.
I'm not going away because
Choma,
I will
Choma,
not waste.
let him ask the question. Don't,
Relax.
Ebuka, please calm down.
I'm
Let
not
him
going
ask the
away
question
from
again.
the question.
What
He
is the
said,
question
how
you
would,
asked? You asked.
that I'm going away from. Tell us the question
What is the
again.
question again?
What I said, as an Igbo you claim you are. What and
I
what
don't
are you
claim that I
using, or
am
what
Igbo.
and
I
what?
am Igbo.
Wait, okay. What are you using then as an Igbo? Both money, name, area, and what
And I told you that I
is in
understood
your name?
I understood your question. You don't even have the range for this conversation. So I don't know why you what I am giving you the history because you are unfamiliar with it. It is okay for you to mute now and
How will
listen.
you say that I'm not familiar with it?
Mr.
Listen,
I'm
Ebuka,
not.
just
I'm
Mr.
listen,
saying
Ebuka, 1 second.
kindred
Mr.
is
Ebuka,
not.
Mr.
listen. I
Ebuka,
will school you
please,
and I
please
will
hold on.
educate you.
Mr. Ebuka, please hold on.
Prior, because if you must talk about history, we must start from the beginning, not the beginning of time, but the beginning of where this confusion started. Prior to the amalgamation, in 1912, in the book Tropical Dependency, do you know who wrote that book? Flora Shaw. Do you know what Flora Shaw is? It was the wife of Lugard. Now, in 1912, Ndigbo were still referred to as Igbos, people of the Igbo area. It was spelt E-B-O-E. Because the book sound, the GB sound, was so hard for them to pronounce that they hear Igbo. That is written history. I do not argue by emotions. I bring up 1914 because prior to 1914, I am Wundi Igbo. Mana ndị Igbo niile anaghị akpọ onwe ha, they don't identify by ndị Igbo. Ha na-eme identify by their hamlet. If you read books like Things Fall Apart, you would have heard something. Somebody mute, babe, can mute your mic so that I don't hear the feedback. But you need to hear this, okay? Now, the reason why I'm giving you this history is because you are misinformed about what you're talking about. Before Ndiocha Igbo onye Igbo, before they even touch down, Igbo kena aso esi what were you before? Kedu ihe na use? Ọ bụrụgodị na ị na-use ụtọrọ. Igbo onye Igbo. Mana maka anyị niile bụ ndị Igbo na-asụ Igbo, there was no need to say kachi Igbo onye Igbo maka anyị niile bụ ndị Igbo. It was during amalgamation that there was need for differentiating between an Igbo person na onye Yoruba. Ka anyị jizi this current Igbo identity we have today, where anyị na-asị na anyị bụ ndị Igbo. It is new. But the Igbo itself, the Igbo-ness of our language, of our tradition, by the way, Ordinala and omenala abroad the same. Omenala and ordinala has been ihe iji mara onwe ordinala. What is ordinala? Kosi de our tradition. And I say, what were you identifying as? Ndị Igbo niile nwere ordinala ha. All that thing you get make ịpụta mepe ọnụ esu Igbo. Your Igbo, that is part of ordinala. It means that all kosi de aina Igbo, different dialects. We had that before the white man came, prior to the amalgamation. Now, the reason why you are confused is because you don't ask questions. Because you did not know yourself as Biafra. This current Biafra obsession is a new thing. In fact, prior to 2012, you didn't see a vast majority of Igbo people calling themselves Biafran. They talked about the Biafran War in terms of Ihe mere Ndi Biafra, but they didn't talk about it as identity. Igbo onye Igbo, nne gị bụ onye Igbo ma ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ onye Igbo, nna gị bụ onye Igbo na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ onye Igbo. Kedu otu shimara na Igbo onye Igbo? Ebuka wa anyị Igbo. Chukwu Ebuka, Ochi Ebuka. It is not a Biafran name. It is an Igbo name.
Choma, what did you Choma, if you want to round off in a moment so that we can give him an opportunity
I want it so that the next question that he asked doesn't take us back. So it's better to exhaust, because he said, what were you identifying as? I have given that. He said, what were you using? Meaning things like maybe tangible things we can use, like maybe ego, currency. And which is why I mentioned Toro. Then the third thing he is talking about is identity, which I have now answered. So if you have further questions or further assertions, please continue.
Mr. Ebuka, did and I don't want to insult anybody here, but something that I took, make I not waste your time anyway, but I would assume that you understood what she said. So do you have any pushback on that?
Yes, the reason is this. She said he's using Tolo. Was the Tolo that you mentioned refers to Ndigbo, money that Ndigbo used then? Or to Biafra?
Let me correct this. Igbo and Biafra are not synonymous. You are not educated enough for this conversation, so you are annoying me. Listen. There is no before. Listen, Mr. Ebuka.
Yes or
Mr.
no?
Mr. Ebuka, you are not, let me tell you this again, and I don't mean this as an insult, it's a declaration of fact. You are not informed enough to have this conversation. If in 1914, I'm talking about current history.
We are not talking about 1914.
Please listen.
All right, Mr. Ebuka, please mute yourself.
I'm talking about something memorial.
Listen. There was no universal currency that there was a time we even used shells. So wherever you want to circle around now is never going to prove the point or even debunk whatever it is that I'm saying. The reason we must start from a baseline of truth is because for us to get somewhere in this conversation, okay? Because it does not negate what I just established, which is fact. And we must start somewhere. That's why I said let's start from 1914, because go on the other side. Because the money you used before the white man came is not the reason why you are now Biafran and not Igbo. Before the white man came, you are Igbo. That is the only truth that is relevant to this conversation. Do you agree to that point so that we can move on?
Yeah, and I don't understand why he's asking.
Because you are not giving me anything.
Why do you not agree? Counter it with facts.
Listen to me.
We they listen now.
You said you are Ndigbo. But you cannot give me one single thing.
I have given you written history, you idiot.
Choma, let him finish.
History.
Choma, let him finish that statement. Choma, let him finish that statement, please. Let him finish the statement.
I have given you written history. Don't say I haven't given you. I have given you written history.
You haven't.
No.
A woman is teaching you. You don't want to listen, but you will listen when I speak.
Which a woman? What the
I have
with the woman and the man?
given you written history. Counter it.
Choma, let him finish
Are you
that
going
statement.
to counter me or not?
Choma, let him finish that
It is
statement.
your job to counter me.
Hey.
It is not my job to counter you. Counter what I said. I proved the fact by giving you a book we can pull up as baseline of conversation. Do you agree or not? It is now on you. The burden is on you to counter what I said. Or counter your stupidity. No, I won't do that.
Choma,
It's an insult to my intelligence.
Let's be a little bit. Let's tone it down. I know you're. No, I know how it is for you with them, but let's tone it down a little bit, please. But let him finish that statement. He said, "Can you give me what? What was the last thing you wanted to say?"
My brother.
You say, "Can you give me what? What will be the last thing you want to say?"
Can she give me anything, one single thing? But either the head, maybe when you are in a state or you are maybe even your town, you have
fucking
leaders.
idiots. I'm not doing this. Put this nigga down. I'm not doing this shit.
All right.
I've already
All right,
I've
Ebuka.
given you your Hamlet. I've
All right.
given you where you are
Brother,
from.
brother.
What are you? I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. No, I'm not doing it.
Joma,
I have
Joma,
given
calm
you
down. Joma, calm down a
I
little
have given
bit.
you the area. I've given you the name.
You
I've
did.
even given you the culture.
You did.
What else do you need?
You
Don't
did.
be stupid somewhere. I'm not doing this shit with you people today. I beg.
You did.
Next person.
You did. And Joma, calm down. I know it's annoying, but please calm
It
down
is
a little bit.
annoying.
And there's
Sorry,
one
not
thing I
doing
just
it.
learned from what you said. Actually, let me just put that out there. Dating back to 1914, you mentioned a book that Flora Shaw, wrote, and in that book she mentioned Igbo. So I mean, anybody with sense should understand that if these people back when in 1914, if they had mentioned the Biafran people, then that would be a good evidence, right? That we were called Biafra, or we were Biafra, right? I guess that's the point you were trying to make. If I understood you correctly.
I'm not. That's a correction. I'm not trying to make the point. I've already made the point.
Yeah,
The reason why is because
that's
I
the
want
point
you
you
to
made.
fact check me.
Yes.
Okay. The problem with this type of conversations, and the reason why I don't want me or you to waste our time. I've encountered this person before. Whatever it is that you learned from Radio Biafra that is stuck in your head, I can guarantee you it will not fly on this stage, because I will not only give you facts and figures, I will even start from the point where both of us can be on a same baseline. What is the point of a conversation? If you want me to tell you prior to, and I said prior to 1914, we have only 3 generations. In those 3 generations, it means that at least at my age, I saw my grandmother. My grandmother saw her grandmother.
Yep.
They didn't go by Biafra. That is the only sort of truth that you need to confirm from your own lived experience. You don't need Chioma to tell you whether you are Biafra or Igbo. How do we even know? Prior to even Biafra war, Ndigbo ka na-akpọ gị. The Wazobia we know today is not Yoruba or Duduwa. It's Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa.
Yep.
Now, when I say forget that, let's go 1914 when written history, where we say your papa no rights, my papa no rights, my grandpapa no rights, your grandpapa no rights. But somebody else who is an external factor wrote a book that we can pull up. We cannot be talking about in CBD or something we can use Google so that you, Kachi, can now prove whether waiting I they talk, I they whip them out of my butt. Get a similar currency. And I now bring Toro as a meaning that by 1914, you've used Toro before. You also use cowrie shells. Get a similar, what tangible thing can I bring? This is not me getting angry. This is me refusing to engage in cyclical conversations that will not lead us anywhere.
Absolutely.
If you are coming on the stage, Biafra and Igbo are not synonymous.
Yep.
That is a statement of fact. Opinion is fine, but I'm sorry, do not insult anybody's intelligence here. I even mentioned in Things Fall Apart that even a book that is a novel mentioned us by Hamlet. I even give you extra, say, now because say they don't join us with other people, now why we won't identify, say, Ndi Akwandi Yoruba, Ndi Akwandi Edo, Ndi Awundi Bini, and you Awundi Igbo. When prior to that, there was no reason. Who are Wonyengwa? Sorry, not even Umuahe. You say, Kachi from Ungwa. There was no reason for you to tell me because you and I are already Igbo. So what would be the point? So why would I give all of that point and somebody is now saying you have not given me?
Yeah.
Please, next person. Una me way today. I'm in a very good mood.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You see, say she wear her sundress. Sundress is it? That's a sundress, right? Is it a sundress? That's dress.
No, this is not a. This is my agbada.
You see, say she wear agbada. Make una this is a happy dress. Let's keep it happy. This is a happy dress. But anyway,
this is my happy dress. This is my agbada.
Absolutely, and like I was saying, Choma, that's one thing I picked. Permit my use of English here. I said trying. I didn't say. I didn't mean it like trying. I meant one thing you proved there was that if an external person, Flora Shaw, in 1914 or whenever she wrote that book, 1912, when she wrote that book, she addressed us as Igbo. That means if we were Biafra, she would have said these Biafran people, right? That's the point. That's the point you made.
She would say the Igbos of the EBOE, and then they'll put S.
Yeah.
And let me even add a fun fact. Fun fact: these same people were being convinced that Igbo came from Hebrew. But it was because of the B sound, GB sound. They cannot pronounce it. So they now put B instead of GB. That is how we became the Igbos. It is a fact. Please prove me wrong if you have a counterpoint.
Absolutely. Make una dey learn. Me I dey learn. And I carry pencil, I dey write my things down. Make una take them easy and ask questions that are sensible, and if someone makes a point, all you can do, the next thing you should do is to counter that point, not going back in circles. And forgive me again, Choma, I just wanted to hear that last question we want to ask, but you know you weren't having it, and that's
already,
okay.
Though. He asked it. He told you what it was. He said, "I have not given him something tangible." That will now, what we answered before.
Fair enough.
So I wouldn't Ndigbo. I roll Ndigbo before I will be the one Ndigbo wrong way, baby. So
absolutely. Make we bring up if you're requesting, please make sure you are Igbo. I see Paparazzi is up next here. If you're requesting, please make sure you're Igbo so that we'll keep the conversation going. And the show is for Ndi Biafra. So Paparazzi, I know say you be co-host. Thank you for joining. We won't give you a lot of time just so that we can get to the Biafran people. We say them be Biafra, and so that they can tell us why we need Biafra. But thank you for joining, Paparazzi. Let us hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah, Katri, I don't even need much time, honestly. Choma, good evening. I wanted to appeal if somehow you can monitor the comment section, because some of these people they just abusing Choma, which
please leave them. Nobody should be removed in this room. Leave them.
I won't remove just to meet. Okay, Choma, agree.
Thank you, Paparazzi, for your concern. But their insult is 2014, no be today. Make them continue. I love it. Okay. They are fans. So it's okay.
Katri, just a quick one. Most of them, I don't think they are so inclined with history. Most of us know about the Igbo landing in far away America. That one as far as 1803. It's recorded as Igbo landing. And that was the days of
EBO.
Yeah. So
Igbo landing.
They should go research them. And as well, in the history, 1807, when King Jaja was trying to establish the Oni Kingdom, you could see Igbo's mentioned. These guys, I don't know what part of history they started reading from, probably 1967. But I'm here to tell them that we have history as far as 1803, 1807, the Arab Confederacy, everything. Let them go and read and found in anywhere they will find Biafra mentioned. I'll stop talking about Biafra.
Absolutely.
The first time that place came into existence was 27th May 1967. And it ended 1970. That was it. That's all I wanted to point out there. So let them know we have history that's recorded as far as 1803. Igbo dimension, 1807, the 18th, even when they were, the history of the palm oil trade. There's no Biafra anywhere with it. It's Igbo.
Yep.
Even the summer, I don't want to drag on the conversation. Even the summer, and whenever they Biafra, all Igbo.
Yep.
Now look at you. That's all I wanted to just put out there for this.
Thank you. And as far as the comment sections, I look every now and then, but I'm not necessarily so focused, because if I'm focused on this comment section, then I can't be attentive to the conversations as well. So Make una tone and down for comment section. Otherwise, have your field day. But if I see him, I go still mute you.
No, do not. Please. I would ask you, my brother.
Yeah.
Please do not mute anybody. The
Fair enough.
problem with these Biafran people is that they don't understand how they prove my point. You cannot debate me on fact, like bar for bar, fact for fact. I will annihilate you. So the only things you can call me is Ashawo, Akuna. That's it. Okay? The only thing you can do is sit in that gulag and you will sit here for 5 hours. If I sit here for 5 hours and you will listen to me. Why? Why? Because you have nowhere else to be but to be here. That makes you a fan. So why would I remove my fans? You are a fan. Even if you bring your mommy's nude here, you will be in the gulag. But if you want to join the conversation, come up on stage, answer this question, Ndigbo. Do we need Biafra? Answer yes, answer no, and then tell us why. There will be pushback from me, there will be questions from me, there will be interruptions from me and Kachi as well. But know that this is how we are running this room. This room is not going to be for you to come and practice the things that you learned on Radio Biafra. We want people to leave here with the actual facts so that they can go on Google and read up more. There's like they can write. See, Kachi is always writing notes. People think that's in his decoration, but he's always writing notes. People should follow his lead. As I learned some things here today, I hope I learned something new. I have my own bag here. I will also take notes. I will also take screenshots. I will also put it to memory to go and research. That is the only way for those of you who want.
Hey, John Elua, please. We're gonna get to you in a moment.
Mr. John, I know that you are in such a hurry, but you're going to calm down for me to finish. So, okay, as you come up on stage, that's how we can have a good conversation. You are welcome. Mr. John, you can answer the question of the room. Go ahead.
And just before he goes ahead, let us not derail from the conversation. I think the last caller kind of took us away from the soul, the reason why we're here, trying to ask us about Biafra and all that. We're saying, why do we need Biafra? Ndigbo. We're not saying, were we Biafra before? That's not the question. I think that took us into some type of rabbit hole. So let's stick to the essence of this topic today and not try to derail the conversation, because then it's only going to end in chaos, right? But Mr. John, please unmute yourself. Let us hear your thoughts on this.
First of all, I want to know why we don't need. Why you think we don't need Biafra?
They're asking you the question. Answer the question for yourself.
Choma, be coming down.
Yeah.
I'm not coming down.
Mr. John,
answer the question.
Yeah, Mr. John,
Mr. Come down.
All right, Mr. John. You came here not to come and talk to Choma on a personal level. You came here because you saw this topic, and obviously Choma is here, and I'm here as well. So please respect the topic, respect the show, and just have this conversation with us, and we keep it moving. We don't know you, you don't know us. Stop saying, "Oh, Choma." You don't know her, obviously. So please, you came up here. Let us talk about this. If you want to unmute yourself, and let's start afresh, please. Mr. John, if you want to unmute yourself, please, let's start afresh. Mr. John, are you there? All right.
This is a very simple question. Kachi, please do the reintroduction again about what is required of people as they come up here. Maybe the English is Englishing too much in my mouth today.
I'll try to do it each time a new guest comes on here. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, Mr. Benny GH. TikTok is giving me a warning, so Choma, please again make me tone them down so that TikTok no go pursue us before the time we want day here. Let's yeah. All right. TikTok has let me back in. So let's Mr. Benny GH. Thank you for joining. Where are you from?
I am from Igbo Biafra.
Where are you from? Where are you Nigerian? Where are you down? Let's start with that. I see GH. GH kind of is Ghana, right? So Mr. Benny, where are you Nigerian? Let me start with that. Are you Nigerian?
That is just an alphabet. GH is just an alphabet. So I said I am an Igbo Biafra.
Oh, Chim.
All right, let's see. Sporty set, sports set. All right, where are you from, Mr. Sports set?
Good evening. I am from Umuahia, Abia State.
All right, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. All right, Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? Please let us stick to this question. Let us not. We can go, around, but let's start with the question at least, and then go from there. I hope you understand how that works. I'm going to interject. It's not a submission, and there's a humming sound in the background. Are you like, if that's a TV, can you turn it down, please?
No, I don't have any TV here with me. I'm in the office actually, so I'm not at home.
I see. But there's something in the background that's like...
It might be a generator or something.
I see, okay. Anyway, all right, we're going to try to walk with that.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. We can hear you clearly. That's okay. All right. So,
all right.
Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Chukunagajo. God forbid that. We don't need Biafra for any reason. Why? Because I've been following all these Biafra incidents from especially from Choma and Ijele.
Yeah.
In fact, both of you opened my eyes so well.
Yeah.
Because things I believe when I was growing up, it turned out that when I heard about them from Choma and Ijele, I now went
Mr. Sportset, I'm going to interrupt you here and say we want to talk to people who believe that they need Biafra. But I appreciate you for joining. But if you just want to use 30 seconds to round up so that we can keep the show going. Okay,
we don't need Biafra because everything about Biafra has been about chaos, deaths, and a lot of things. I've never seen any good thing. Let's start from IPOP or Masop.
Yeah.
They've never built any hospital that you can see. They've
Absolutely.
never built any road. They've never built any school. Like nothing good has ever been out from the so-called Biafra.
Absolutely.
Right from the time of Ojukwu to the time of Nnamdi Kanu. So
absolutely.
I needed to have seen something to make me know that, okay, this Biafra thing is what we actually need, but I've not seen anything.
Absolutely. And thank you, Mr. Sportset, for joining, but we're going to need to move forward with the show. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Choma, Biko, turn it down, okay? Don't let Imu Bingos to enter.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sportset. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to bring Mr. OK. And I appreciate the last comment, but I don't think she needs your advice, right?
If you people, nobody should even you, Kachi, don't tell me. Because if you people, when Kanu was doing nonsense, you people would not tell him to
do it. TikTok. Make TikTok no pursue us.
I want him to say, I want to brought TikTok. It's because of TikTok. I brought TikTok. None of you can be telling me to tone down when man like you was there setting a league on fire. None of you remember to tell him to tone it down.
Yeah, that's not how I mean it. Oh my God, TikTok. I don't. Oh my God, TikTok. Yeah, you they come see today and they want to talk to you. They came here to talk to you. It wouldn't be nice make TikTok come pursue all of us. They don't come to
just play now.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Mr. OK, if you want to unmute yourself, please. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm a Yoruba man.
Okay.
I've been
following
you. I have something just to say. I've been following you for a long time now. When you are talking about marginalization.
All right, Mr. OK, we would have to move forward. We're only going to have the conversation
with want this conversation
with Igbo people. But I appreciate you for joining, Mr. OK. Thank you so much.
Can I say something?
No. We want it to be on the topic. Guys, please, thank you so much. If you have been following me for a very long time, thank you for being here. But we want to keep this to people who think we need Biafra and why they think that. Okay, guys, please no vex, I beg.
Yeah, me wanna no vex. Me wanna no two vex, I beg.
No vex.
All right.
Mr. King Afe. Yes. Let's hear your thoughts. Welcome to the stage.
Yeah, greetings. And thank you for the privilege of being here.
Where are you from, Mr. King?
I'm from Enugu State.
All right. Thank you for joining. Okay. What are your thoughts on the topic?
For my thoughts, everybody is entitled to his or her thoughts. So, for my own personal thoughts, Biafra is necessary and is needed.
Okay.
Yes. Reason, because Biafra has gone beyond the stage of something you should call ordinary or a little issue, because so many sacrifice has been made for this common goal. And before this goal was being set in place, there was a reason why. Because during the time of independence in Nigeria, during the time of Nnamdi Azikiwe, was the one who called back the three tribes, which is Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, to come together to exist as one. Initially, everybody wanted to go their separate way, but he called back everybody so that they can coexist as one. And they made an agreement. There was an agreement on that for a period of time, and which they have the time has on the amalgamation has elapsed, and it is not a crime for somebody. Let me put it this way: unity is not by force. To be in unity is not by force. That is why even in marriage.
All right. So 1 second. You say there's been a lot of sacrifice that has been made, and you said during the amalgamation there was an agreement. You said a lot of things, but let's start with the sacrifices. What sacrifice are you referring to?
Yeah, the sacrifice is that Biafran, in their pursuit, has a lot of foreign heroes. Take, for instance, Ojukwu, for instance, and so many other people.
Ojukwu is not a fallen hero. He didn't die during the war. He died a Nigerian. So next hero, please.
Okay, but despite that, he made
There's no but. I want you to make sure you understand. Ojukwu is not a fallen hero because he did not fall naga or saga boso. So do you understand that point? So who is the next fallen hero that because of those fallen heroes we must continue?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Did you hear what she said?
I heard what she said.
All right. So so do you have a response to that? Who is the next fallen hero?
I heard what she said, but in that Ojukwu never denied Biafra. If she can give me
but it
any
doesn't
record,
matter though. It doesn't matter though. You said excuse me. You said because of the fallen heroes, and then the very first person you mentioned was Ojukwu, and she's telling you Ojukwu was not a fallen hero. Oboras Osaga. You understand what that means? So tell us the next fallen hero. Now you start that point. You started in that line, right?
It's not necessary for me to start mentioning those names.
Why
it is absolutely necessary.
It
is not obvious. It is not correction. It is not obvious. What I'm not going to do here is have you rehash. I'm the talking points that you are getting to. Now, if you do not know that Ojukwu is not a fallen hero, it is okay to say, am I a fallen hero? I don't know. The problem with you people who now have Esra, I don't know. See, you don't know. Kachi doesn't say I don't know. Me, I will say I don't know. Tell me who the fallen heroes are. You say it's not, but if the one they wrong, you make correct. You make man all the wrong. The fallen heroes. So your next point is fallen heroes. That I go far. Now, and you don't have to only just speak English. But the reason why is fallen hero, we have debunked that the fallen hero part is out. So stick to the point that you can make so that when I'm asking you the questions, you can flow. You can be answering based on facts. What is the next point? Why we should continue to seek for Biafra? You say we have gone far. Fallen heroes, what is the next reason as to why we must continue with the agitation for Biafra?
Like I've said, Biafrans has made a lot of or not.
Biafra has made what?
They have come to
what are those sacrifices?
To go back, to turn back.
No. Mr. King Afe, listen to me, okay? Ibaina moto now, if you get into a car and that car is going the wrong direction, but you can't read map, you will not say, because they rule halfway, you will not continue on that journey. The fact that you have gone far on a road that is a wrong road doesn't mean that you continue. You will not end up in Mbise and it will become the right road just because do you understand what you're saying?
Thank you.
Are you understanding that because I'm a gala fan is something?
Thank you.
Do you understand that part?
Thank you. You saying that Biafra is
1 second. 1 second. Do you understand at least? Do you understand what she said before you start making a new point?
No, I don't want us to drag this much because she have made it clear.
She have made it
clear to me.
I am not dragging Mr. Kingafe. Mr. Kingafe.
She made it clear. I get her point.
All right.
But she should also try to get my point as well.
No.
She have made it
Mr.
clear to me.
Kingafe.
Listen, hello, I understand when she said that.
Mr. Kingafe, hold on.
All right, Mr. King, you need to pause. Mr. King, you need to pause.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay.
What is the point of conversation, in your opinion? Equal something, the superior arguments will now override it.
Okay.
Like na school, na radio Biafra. Believe me because they man that thing. Today, if one at this stage now, the testament of you being somebody when you akonuchewo, believe you no more. But he have now on our base so that he opinion at your head. He got check or not. I am not even trying to convince you. I'm trying to tell you that the examples and the reasons you are using, I push you back. You can't even stand on it. And that is dangerous because that strong belief he gave prove and the Madhujigana now I got that wrong road this now because I got laugh. Do you understand what I'm even slowing it down? In our him okay, the other reason. Give us the other reason as to why we should continue.
Mix them up. Mix them up. This will be purely mix it in English. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a media. There's a lot of people watching here. It's not everything.
Don't school us on that. We're talking to you. Leave the people that are.
There's limits to everything. Like you said that TikTok is giving you warning.
All right, my brother, are you gonna stick to this topic or you want to school me on TikTok?
Topic now, to your point.
To my topic, but she's taking everything. I'm trying to make everything snappy so that we can flow, but she's still stepping on that. I'm even coming down to her that okay.
Mr. King, let me help you here. Let me help you. She said earlier that if you're going, if na Sokoto you they go, right? If na Sokoto you they go, but you know home map, but you don't they go 2 days, 3 days for road, you still never reach Sokoto. Will you continue on that journey? Abi you go turn back? That is what she was asking. Will you continue on that Sokoto journey, or you will turn back and say, nah, it be like I don't miss road, make I go back, or this road safe head no day.
Well, onye fuluzo ịchọpụta na ifuluzo ime gịnị ịtụgharịa face the right direction.
So you agree on that then?
The simple as I agree on her idea.
Okay.
But
what?
I'm telling her, she asked me a question.
Okay.
She said, I told her that I talked about the fallen heroes and I mentioned Ojukwu. She said Ojukwu is not a fallen hero because he didn't die during the war. Or he didn't
but
die
this is
on
not
the
just she said. It is a fact though. Nobody says she said.
It is a fact.
Okay.
Listen, it is.
Okay.
I understand you.
Okay.
I understand you. It is a fact.
Okay.
But despite not minding the fact that he didn't die in the war front or during the war, that doesn't undermine his effort and his sacrifice.
All right. Okay. Let's even remove the fallen from there. Why do you consider Ojukwu a hero?
Yeah, I consider him a hero because he laid down his personality, his comforts, his life for his people.
Personality, comfort, and life. Is that what you said?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the life. You've already agreed that Oboro Saga. So how did he lay down his life if he ran away? Do you understand that?
There is a parable that he who lives and run away will live to fight another day.
But I understand that parable. However, you said he laid down his life. So if he run away, how is that still him laying down his life?
He laid down his life in the sense that he proclaimed Biafra, and till his death, he never for one day denied.
All right.
He actually
renounced.
Mr. King Afe.
All right.
He never renounced.
I don't think we're going to go anywhere with this conversation. But Mr. King Afe, thank you for joining. Make we move forward with this conversation.
Hold on, please, Kachibiko, just 1 minute. Mr. King Afe, okay. I want you to leave this stage knowing that you have not made any singular point. So let me add the points that you do not know about. Ojukwu was interviewed as a Nigerian after he asked Ndigbo to integrate back into Nigeria. And he said that a second Biafra was not necessary. That is where the term or the idea of Biafra of the mind came from. It came from Ojukwu himself. Ajuru Ojukwu in that interview. If you were to do it again, a second Biafra is not necessary. That is what your hero said. You can go now.
All right.
Thank you very much for this. But
Thank you, Mr. King. Thank you, Mr. King.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. King. We would have to move forward at this point, but I appreciate you for joining. All right, make we move forward. I don't think we were going anywhere with that conversation because there's a lot of buts. There's a lot of howevers. Now you talk say Ojukwu na hero. He laid down his life, his personal comfort, his personal what, and then his comfort, and then you've also agreed that Ojukwu Borosaga. So if somebody ran away, how is that him laying down his life? Again, just like Choma said, if someone comes with a superior argument, why do you keep doing but? Why not listen and learn and say fair enough like me?
I will give him supreme leader. If I was supreme leader now, Ejikwe supreme leader outfit
if not me, I go say fair enough, keep it moving. I don't know why they talk fair enough because it's what it is. You don't catch me, no problem. Let's keep it moving. Abi, not so it be. But when I don't go want to do the same thing, when I go just do but. The Biafra talk where I carry come today say Biafra day map. I think Jelly don't come here tell me to shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth, Kachi. You don't know what you're saying. I think I talk again. Because obviously what he said made a lot of sense and it's superior to what I knew or what I think I knew before, right? I keep it moving. There's no shame in saying, anyway, it's not about me. Let's keep the show going. I appreciate all of you for coming today. Let's get the next guest on here and keep the show going. Let's keep liking, by the way. Let's keep liking and sharing. I don't know, it'd be like TikTok, don't they restrict us more, but it's all good. Let us keep liking, sharing, and get more people here.
It's not restricting us because of us. It is restricting us because bingos are reporting it. It's not. Nothing is happening.
I see.
I mean, no curse words have been used. Yeah. So what's the...
Absolutely. Okay.
They're reporting it.
All right.
Hello,
fair enough.
Hello, good evening.
Fair enough.
Can you hear me?
Inquisitive Insights, we can hear you. Thank you for joining.
Hello,
we can hear you, Mr. Inquisitive Insights. What's your name, by the way, so that I don't keep addressing you by Inquisitive? That's not a name. What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Wisdom Ogechi.
All right, Mr. Wisdom, you don't need to give us your last name. Just your first name is enough. I know be like you na Supreme, where they call people first name, last name, and phone number out. Made them go. I'm just trying to address you correctly. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Wisdom, for joining today. What are your thoughts on the topic? Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Okay. I understand the topic very well, and then I get all of the whole point. But still, I just want to say something out of my mind.
All right. Before you say what's out of your mind, 1 second.
At one
Mr.
point,
Wisdom,
just
Mr.
like
Wisdom,
said,
Mr.
before you
Wisdom,
brought me up,
Mr. Wisdom, Mr. Wisdom, Mr. Wisdom.
We've all at one
Mr.
point
Wisdom
believed some lies.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Anything
I think he has
to do for Radio Biafra,
network
don't bring
problem.
them here.
All right, we'll go bring the next guest on here. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the conversation. Yeah, thank you, Plain City.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
All right. Do you, what's your name, Mr. What's your name?
I'm not good at English like that, but I can speak broken.
It's okay. If English broken, mix it up with
No,
Igbo, that's okay.
Okay,
What's your name?
I'm
What's
from
your
Ebonyi
name?
State.
What is your name?
My real name, my Igbo name is Innocent Cheka Pascal.
All
I'm
right.
from Ebonyi State.
All right,
Okay.
Mr. Innocent. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? All right, I think this guy has network issues here. We're not going to have and there's some background noise that is bothering my ear anyway. So let's bring him down. Let's get to the next guest here. Let's keep liking and sharing and get more people here to join the conversation. Facebook people, I see you. Make I read some chats from Facebook. Zuma, Mr. Zuma, if you want to mute yourself for a second, make I read some chats from Facebook here, and because they matter too. Before we get back into it, let me see. Igwe Abuchi. All right, we're not gonna read that. Let's see. Clifford, my brother, we don't need Biafra. The geographical area called Biafra is landlocked. There's no geographical area called Biafra anyway. But Clifford Wachuku, I greet you. Thank you for being here. Igwe Abuchi says Biafra is dead. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see who else is here. Femi Oludevi, Chijoke Aharanwa, Kenneth Onyebuchi, Bello Kingsley, Eshe Godson, Matthias Oibokie, and the rest of the beautiful people on Facebook. I greet you guys. All right, let's see. I think we have some traction on YouTube today. Let's see. Nigeria Bello 3183. It says Biafran brainwashed too many. Yep. That's what we're trying. That's the brainwash we're trying to rewash today. And moving forward. Igbos, we are using cowries and transactions. I believe that's when Choma was talking about Toro and the other guest. Anyway, Ebuka, he says Ebuka is not educated enough to hold this conversation. Anyway, thank you, people on YouTube. I greet you guys. Thank you for joining. Augustine Onuchuku, he says no people call Barcelona. It is area like, all right. Anyway, let's keep the show going. Mr. Zuma, let us hear your thoughts. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Yeah, greeting everyone. Greeting to Auntie Choma and you also. And I
don't know if she go like the auntie or just call her Choma, right? Choma is good enough, right, Choma?
Anything, just go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. About the topic, the truth is you people will not go far with this topic actually, because all this what the Biafra have been mentioned through
Zuma,
Ojukwu.
Mr. Zuma.
Yeah.
Do we need Biafra? Let's start from there.
No, actually, you don't need Biafra. But
right.
I'll just give me a few seconds. Just a few seconds.
All right, yeah. The show today is to talk to people who think that we need Biafra. So I don't know this one you come say we no go far with them. I don't know where that's coming from, but I thank you for
I
thank you for
No,
joining.
they say based on who don't come on stage since we no go far with the conversation because they go this far. That's what is that what you're trying to say, Mr. Zuma?
All right, Mr. Zuma, if you want to unmute yourself, then just 30 seconds. Let us allow you that submission so that we can keep the show going. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This goes like this. All the time that people have used the word Biafra is for personal interest, from Ojukwu to Rafo Wazirike to Nnamdi Kanu. So bringing it to Igbo, there is nothing attached to Biafra and Igbo. So clearly, we don't need Biafra.
Okay.
The Biafra of the thing haven't done anything good to Igbo. It has always bring destruction, chaos, whatever that you call it. So all the people that will be coming here today will not have anything to submit. That's just the truth.
That's what she's trying to say.
That's just the truth.
I see.
So thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zuma. I appreciate you.
Zuma.
Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you for coming.
Make we hear Benny GH. We've been done bring you up before. It wasn't almost pleasant, but you're next on the queue.
No, let him come up. Maybe the second time might be the charm.
Okay. All right, Benny. I hope you would be able to tell us where you're from, because I don't have the time to be running around with you trying to figure out where you're from. It's a direct question. Mr. Benny, where are you from?
I said I am an Igbo Biafra from Anambra State.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Benny. Do we need, obviously you say you be Igbo Biafran, but why do we need Biafra then, as in the Igbo?
I will speak now for myself. I am not speaking for anybody because you are speaking for yourself. I also speak for myself. I need I and my family need Biafra to feel belong. Biafra make me satisfied. Being a Biafra make me satisfied. It make me feel belong.
What about it? Give us
And I
specifically
need
what
it.
about it makes you feel like you belong in the world.
Yes. Yes. It
What
makes
about
me
it? Like, give
feel.
us instances. Like, what about Biafra makes you feel like you belong?
I said Biafra. You asked me a question and I answer you. I
I'm
said Biafra
asking you a
make me
question
feel.
of what you said. You said Biafra makes you feel like you belong with your
Can
family.
you
So
calm
I'm
down a
saying,
little bit,
give us
madam? You
instances.
sound.
Mr. Benny, she's not agitated. She's asking you a follow-up to the question.
She's sounding like one.
Mr. Benny,
Shut the fuck up.
Mr. Benny, she's
You see
asking
what
you.
I'm saying?
Right. I'm talking to you
sound so
calmly. You know,
damaged.
say I sound
Why
like
you
I
sound?
sound like okay.
All right, Mr. Benny, I don't
Don't
know.
patronize me.
Just
I do it gently. Ma sige ke how nya the examples of how do you feel like you belong. You know, say she's sounding. Who gives a fuck what I sound like?
Mr. Benny,
Kano does not sound
Madam,
like anything. Yes, you guys
why
go
are
there
you
and you
sounding so
obey.
bitter?
So sound the way you sound. And I asked you a question following up what you said. I said, okay, in a belong go to the thing. How does it make you belong? Give us examples. You know, I say I'm sounding. Like, don't do that shit with me. What is it?
Yep. Choma is not the one. Choma is not the two. Choma is not the one. She's not the two. She's not the three. Make una.
I'm not the one.
So make una. Now una need to calm down.
If I even love it. Somebody says it makes me feel like I belong. Follow-up question is she make it feel like
right?
Like I didn't even start what about Osumeju. I said, but what about it makes you very simple question.
It's a simple follow-up question.
Simple question. How we get one you catch yourself if become Biafran after this whole thing.
Right?
You never know.
I want to feel belong too now. Who knows would like to feel belong, right?
Me, I don't already belong, but go on, in actually they belong. So, so why are you now saying she's sounding? I cannot sound 10,000 times more agitated, and you people sit there for 5 hours and you listen, and when you go there, you cower, you say director, uncle. So when you come here, you better put respect on my name. I am the one. Okay?
Yep.
If child be at yours, even unlike Kachi, I will even bring Igbo. I bring my English down. I bring my down. Me taking at the level of your comfort, but too natural. Let's go to the next person.
And I think it's also a way to deflect. You know, when someone, obviously that's what deflection means. When someone asks you a question and you don't have the answers for it, you start deflecting. Why are you doing this? Calm down. Why are you doing that? No, just answer the question.
Why are you? But now you belong as B. I even wanted to hear that because she said, I'm speaking for me and my family. So, I belong. Because every human being in this world, Kachi, all jokes aside, everybody wants to belong. Yep. That is why people have peers. If you're in school, you want to belong. That's why people join clubs.
Yep.
That's why people join associations. In fact, I can even understand why people who feel disenfranchised within Nigeria, poor people, who I think are the only marginalized people. Imagine if they now found another thing. So there is a section of them that want to belong. So if you can tell us how, maybe we want to belong too. You never know.
Right.
Mr. Analog, you're next. Please answer the question. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? Tell us why you think we need Biafra.
And I hope that you guys, Mr. Analog, and by the way, what's your name? We'd have to use a real name to address you, because Analog no be your name. But what's your name before we even get started?
Okay, you can call me Kelechi.
Kelechi, all right. Mr. Kelechi, thank you for joining. And before we, proceed, right? We've not had a fruitful conversation because you guys come here and, instead of answering, obviously you came here because you want to have this conversation. We don't force anybody come here. You came here because you feel so strong about this topic. So why not just, now you need to do the calming down and answer the questions and have the conversation. Don't come here and try to gaslight somebody and say, oh, you need to calm down. No, don't do that. Answer the question and let us have a fruitful conversation. Why are we doing this? We've not had any good conversations so far, so good. It's just you guys coming here, getting somebody, but anyway, Mr. Kelechi, thank you for
I have
joining.
not,
Hopefully
but
you'll
I
be
have
the
not come
exception.
here. I have not come up here before.
I wasn't addressing you. I was addressing the previous guest. But thank you for joining, Mr. Kelechi. Let us hear your thoughts. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Yeah, for me, we need Biafra.
Okay. Why do you think we need Biafra?
Now, why I need Biafra? The name Biafra, I believe it was cooked, generated by someone. I believe for the Nigeria to be divided, and when it's divided, when it comes to the Igbos, if the Biafra is not good enough to be named, they can cook another name. But I believe in division, which is the Igbos. If they can go for the Biafra as a name, it's okay.
I
That is
see.
why I said I believe in Biafra.
Okay. So you just believe in division in general. You're not so stuck with the name, if I'm hearing you correctly.
No.
All right. So why do you need?
Let
Why?
me ask the
Go ahead.
question, the first question about division. So when you talk about division, do you mean division through which means? Is it through succession, or is it, or do you imagine maybe in Nigeria where ndi obuna may agree to dissolve Nigeria into different parts? What does that division look like from your standpoint?
Yeah, you are exactly there. It's like when the Nigeria will come on one table and they have an issues to settle and something on the table to discuss and dissolve. If it is to be divided and
Nigeria won't do that. That's why I want you to understand. So Nigeria's unity. The reason why Nigeria resisted the war and the succession of 1967, the Biafran succession, was because it is in the best interest of a sovereign nation to keep the unity of that country. So Nigeria is not ever going to sit on any table and dissolve Nigeria, right? Because in 1960, you've already determined that you're going to stick together. So when you're talking about this division, what does it look like? Because if it's through succession, it is a repetition of what happened in 67, where you go, you declare, yes, I may declare now, like maybe the Southeast is Biafra. That's succession. It means you succeeded, right? Without the agreement of Nigeria. So what does that look like to you? Because Nigeria got divide, yeah. So that one is already out. Peacefully, there will not be any peaceful dissolution of Nigeria. It's never happening. So what is then the next steps if that is out of the question?
Okay. Now, if Nigeria is to be divided, or maybe Nigeria insists the division.
Yes.
The division.
No, if you're going to succeed, Nigeria will not get divided because Nigeria does not agree that the unity of it needs to divide. So if you're going to succeed, how would you now go about it as Biafra? Because now you want some. So how would you now go about it?
Now, if my own belief, I don't know about the history, whether the so-called Biafra later come up to say we are one Nigeria. But for me, for my own opinion, in a country, there's a nations in a country. And if one nation can come up and say, we need our own part.
No, there's no other nation.
There are no nations. There's only one
Nigeria.
nation. Igbo is not a nation. Igbo is a tribe within Nigeria. So
okay. Let me take it. Okay, let me call it tribe.
Okay.
Let me call it tribe.
Yeah. But we are not. But you understand that, Now, because history matters. I don't like the fact that you want us to disregard history. Because for you to be able to, history doesn't repeat itself. People who don't know history repeat it, or who don't learn from history, rather. So in 1967, we had the Eastern region, and that Eastern region consisted of Ndigbo, Nandozo. Hey, declare Biafra. Instead of Eastern region, has our Biafra. So in 2026, we are more fragmented by states. Region Munagi Shibia is now Southeast, 5 states. So if the southeast of Nigeria, the people of the southeast of Nigeria now sit and say, well, Nigeria needs to come and divide. Nigeria say, we don't want to divide. Then the next thing is ma Nigeria or Choria, which is succession. Which is why I want you to use the right word, because succession means that if you're going through succession, it means you have to go through war. Because Nigeria will not sit down and share the parts. So Ubuana, each of Tazrina, Nigeria no go agree. And you now know that you have to succeed. And you have succeeded before under the name of Biafra in 1967 and Owoko in 2026, given what you and I know. Not just our opinion, what we know on ground. How would Ndigbo then get that Biafra that you say we need?
Yeah, if like the way you put everything now, that is either war or the settlement or dissolve, like you said
No,
before.
there's no
We
dissolve.
have
It's
to
just going
come
to be
and
war. It's going to be war, yes.
yeah, there's not going to be war again,
No.
because it's
But
it's
if you want to
it's
succeed now, the Imana go and actually succeed. It declare Hana nature is succeed by declaring Biafra. It already is an act of war because it means you want to create a country within a country. Apina Rota. Show you the
yeah,
ground.
we are the Biafran are not asking for war again, like you
It's
said.
not about it's not what it's not about what you're asking for. Okay, let me bring it back to current day where we are.
Okay.
Because you want Biafra and you didn't get it, and because Nigeria did not want to dissolve, and Nigeria will not sit on a table to do anything. Do you know what the repercussion of your type of thinking led us to? It led us to Osun and Nilu. It led us to start
Yes.
making our own region, the 5 states, now ungovernable. It made us to basically, because I get a break from Nigeria, and Nigeria I got get dissolved based on then the only thing we can now do to now get attention was now to not even because you couldn't declare Biafra without fighting war. We cannot fight a war, which you agree. We now started destroying our own land in the name of that Biafra. Does that then lead to that dissolving that you think we need?
No. Since we have gone to war for the first time and it did not work out, we later pleaded back to as a one Nigeria. But later things turn around. It's not working like we think. So that's why we come back to ask again for the Biafra.
So how
And
did you ask? How did we
if
ask? How did we ask? Tell us how we asked for
by
Biafra.
by protesting and referendum.
Okay, so Biafra, or Biafra is already an act of war because you already succeeded on it. So you cannot negotiate other terms and create other leverage using Biafra. Do you? In
No,
Naga. So
that
each of
that
Nigeria they are making negotiate with. Which I
yes.
think I give you the credit because in the beginning you said you are not really hung up on the name Biafra. If they want to call themselves Chinese, you don't even care. So that shows
Yes.
that in some sort of way you are kind of malleable to, I wanna I get me negotiate to say okay, I'm protesting and saying no treating the can do this, like you are open to conversation, not
Yes.
not necessarily succeeding or going through war. Like you said, war, we don't try and we no war. So I actually like where you're going because where you are leaning is probably where people like me lean, but nobody knows, a lot of bingos don't realize where we are. If you are talking about resource control, true federalism, then you will be talking about renegotiating the type of governing structure we have now, right? Where Imambango, before it
Yeah.
declared Biafra, we had those regions where Eastern region go they do their own thing, they go they grow their own economy, they go they they grow it according to their region, and things were just flowing the way it was supposed to flow. So let's say you wanted to return back to that. To consider it though, you will not be going under the name of Biafra because people Hana Biafra because they said no victor, no vanquished. ihe ọbụla ị na-ekwu under Biafra will be seen as ị na-achọ ịdọkashi the country through war. Ị na-aghọta ebe m na-aga with that.
Yes, okay. Now I understand. That's
So
the reason why I said
ihe ị na-ekwu gwazie m otu ichiche na ị ga-esi mee ya, or the legal way, or because isi ka eme referendum. My referendum is a vote, and right now the constitution of Nigeria enweghị that referendum. So anyị nwere ndị representative ka otu ichiche na ị ga-esi ga to nwetele something closer to what you are expecting when you say we need Biafra.
Yeah, like you said, that's why I said that name Biafra alone. When you state the name, it's like causing chaos. It's like causing problem. So that's why I said even if the name Biafra should be removed.
Well, I think we're going in circles, Mr.
We've
Kelechi.
established that part, yeah.
I think we're going in circles on that, yeah.
In such a peaceful way.
That's why, according to you, you said in Nigeria there's nothing like a referendum, but we have a representative, which is the Biafrans has a representative.
No. Biafra is not. Nigeria has representatives. Those people that your House of Representatives, your senators, they are the only they're the only people who can, they are the legislators, they're the only people who can make inroads to make amendments to the Constitution, because the Constitution doesn't allow for referendum for a specific reason. So, you want to amend it. Biafran representatives are illegal entities. They do not exist in the realm of what we're talking about.
No. I think.
So, Mr. Kelechi, when you say Biafra has representatives, I understand where Choma is coming from. I believe she's referring to these people on the internet. What do you mean by Biafra has representatives?
No, I was like what she said, that the Biafran has a representative. So I was thinking maybe she's saying the Biafran has.
No.
I mean Nigeria, like indeed they represent Ndigbo, like our region, southeast.
Yes. Now another way to go to get what I want, which is the Biafra, or the nation I want. Let me call it Biafra, because that's what is doing here. Another way for me to go to get what I want is through protesting, for the government to give me a listening ear of what I want.
Yeah, protests.
Okay, so protests. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So protest is a right that you have as a Nigerian citizen. The problem with protesting as a Biafran while trying to negotiate on Nigerian terms is that it's going to be dead on arrival. There's a reason why we had the NSARS. You see that NSARS was about young people who felt like there's a section of the Nigerian police force that was particularly targeting young people based on their look, based on how they were dressed and all that stuff, and targeting them and calling them criminals. So they marched on the streets, all tribes. It was no party, no political affiliation, no tribe, no, everybody just band together and say, young people, we go do. That is a protest, okay? Now, if you are protesting as Biafran in Nigeria, that will not be counted as protest. It will be seen as an act of war, because you are hoisting a flag of a now defunct country, Biafra, that existed in 1967, 1970, and you are hoisting that flag on Nigerian soil. Before we could do that, but when we now started fighting in the name of Biafra, whenever you want to protest as a Biafran, Nigeria will not come to that table with you. So it's either we go back to the drawing board and say, if we want referendum, how do we go about it? I've given you a first step, which is the people who represent you. The people, a lot of this Biafra, negotiation, they didn't vote for those people. So when you don't vote for those people, you don't feel represented. You don't feel like you belong. Somebody was saying, I don't feel like I belong. But now because those people, you don't want to call them politicians, they vote them in, so you don't belong. So how do you now get to that point where you now feel like Nigeria need to sit down and say, this thing where you do Igbo people, and remember I say you go have your own list. Nigeria go have list where we say, it go prove say that list where you get, you not be true.
False,
you can be
yep.
saying you're marginalized. Nigeria does not see like it is marginalized, but all it's seeing is Biafra flag. We need Biafra. Because it's in it need the Biafra, it means okay, why you need the Iwasas in Nigeria.
Yep.
There was a country and Nigeria no go allow her. That's where the limitation is. Do you see that limitation?
That's because they no go allow them. That's why the first war coming.
No, they won't allow it now because no country would allow it. I am American. I'm in America. Every time you want to break America, America no go allow it.
Other countries allow it.
Other countries allow for you
they-
to protest for another country in their country.
Don't.
Yes, of course.
Which country is that?
Asia protest. Before
Asia is not a country. Which country are you referring to?
Which country are you referring to? Asia?
Okay. Let me refer to Indonesia.
Indonesia
What about
is a
Indonesia?
country. What about it?
Indonesia is a country. Indonesia is a country. Now, in Indonesia, you have something like they are black like us. They call them Papua. The Papua, they are agitating, protesting for their own nation.
Have they been to war before? Have these Papua?
We're not questioning protest. I even gave you the example of NSAS. I'm saying that the reason why you cannot protest with Biafra, that's why I gave you that instance. Or when they protested as Igbo youths, for example, let me give an example. Let's say you get banner. They say Southeast Youth something. Then they protest, say, seaport no day. Say marginalization don't day. That kind of stuff. They go see Southeast. Southeast means you are still in Nigeria. But once they don't see Biafra, right? I remember that the difference between you and Papua, the Papua Guinea people who want like their own country is that you have already declared in the name of Biafra before. That act of war is why when you want to make this kind of equivalent argument and all that stuff, make sure that they are not false. Because that's a false equivalent argument you're trying to make there. You have already declared Biafra before under that same flag. So you will have to now go back to the drawing board and say, and Nigeria will not. There's no country in the world that does not protect its unity. The reason why even America goes to Ebonaga, Mochoiga is because of that unity. Because it's when countries are, and whether that unity in Nigeria is right or wrong is not the question. Nigeria would never allow it. It's not because you are Igbo, but because fragmenting Nigeria is not to the benefit of Nigeria, the country. Not even Nigerians, Nigeria, the country. Think about that. That's why Indonesia never agree for Papua people where you still give us example. Now, why Indonesia no go just say, I'm going to go and collect your own country? If they so they do them, every tribe in Africa for don't become the whole country.
Yep.
Don't they work like that?
Mr. Kelechi, if you have any other different argument from what you've been arguing all this while, so that we can move this conversation forward, because we've been stuck on this same conversation
what I have to say again, making a protest with a different flag in the country Nigeria, I don't see anything wrong with it because main other country I see.
I'll give you an instance. I'll give you an instance, and then we end the conversation. I think there was a time the youth in the north, they were protesting with they were hoisting the Russian flag, and that activity was shut down. It was shut down immediately. They did it for maybe a few days and it was shut down ultimately. We've not seen it happen again. So if you don't still understand that hoisting another country's flag in a sovereign country, and you're not just hoisting it because, I love Russia. You're hoisting it in a way of, Russia, come and save me. Biafra till death. If you still don't understand that is illegal, then I don't have anything to say to you. But Mr. Kelechi, thank you for joining, but we'll have to move the conversation.
No, let me round up.
No, there's no round up. I appreciate you for joining. Let us move the show. Let us keep the show going. Thank you. All right, I think we were just going, you were telling him the same thing over and over again, and he didn't seem to still want to.
But I wasn't even doing it for him. I was doing it for the rest of the people who will come in the lineup so that we can exhaust that. But Kachi, just give me 1 minute to respond to some things in the chat.
Go ahead.
Somebody's asking me why I'm in America. I'm in America for the same reasons, probably not even the same reasons that the leader of, all of the leaders of the Biafra agitation, except for Owazuike, All of them kind of fled out of Nigeria. One was in Finland and was telling you to break Nigeria and balkanize Nigeria, and he was in Finland. The other one was in Kenya. Before that, he was in the UK. I mean, I came here as a minor, so why am I in America? Why are the members of your family who are in Austria and Malaysia, and why are they there? So this is not the point of this room. But America also has very, free visas and stuff. You can come, like, trust me. You can come here anytime you want. Like, I never hold anybody from coming to America, okay? And I'm not even sitting here in the capacity of an American. I'm sitting here in the capacity of that thing where they do for that Southeast, okay? My inheritance, all the inheritance where my papa leave me, now there a day. Make una no spoil them for me. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? That is the conversation that we've been having. It is now 4:46. I know that we are going and going and going. Guys, come. Bring all of these things where when you guys come on Facebook, you say, I will debate you. I don't show. Make I know they fear. I be shut out Zoom bingo no mean say I know go. You see, as I just cool down, they explain to the person. Teaching is my thing. I go come to your level. I go teach you. So come on stage and tell us why you think we need Biafra. And if you think we need Biafra, but we need it in a specific way, you can also tell us those ways. Some people say they don't want to work. You can also tell us, okay? Mr. Pain City, I see that you have come back up. I think your name is Innocent. Is your network now good for you to answer this question that we have been asking? Please go ahead.
All right, thank you, Mr. Innocent.
I think we need Biafra.
Okay, why do we need it?
I think we need Biafra because, come to think of it, what is all the things where they happen for this Nigeria, bandits attacking people, all these bandits will attack people, kill families. They will grant them amnesty and still recruit them in society. A bandit that is killing people, but why?
So how does that mean that you? Okay, the bandits killing people, terrible, horrible situation. But how does that relate to you as Mr. Innocent from Igbo
use
land?
Spy, please, guys. Use Spy. Don't use KILLING, please.
Yeah. So
please use Spy.
Yeah. So how does that translate to you needing Biafra? How does that affect you as Mr. Innocent?
Network.
Shoot. All right.
Network no kill you. I beg go.
Maybe network now. Be saying because you don't get enough data now. Maybe your network. This one a data problem.
All right.
Let's say you don't
hopefully.
You know say that. You know say that don't come out free borrowing. So you know be borrow data like that. Okay?
Yeah, we need you to have strong internet connection. We don't need to be hearing all that stuff in the background. We have a
connection. Stand
all right
tonight.
All right, and by the way, let's keep liking.
I want you to be hello, Mr. Amazing. I be Mrs. Amazing, whoever you are. What is your name and where are you from? And what do you think about the topic?
My name is Bobby. I'm from Abia State.
Your name is what? Chimobi. Please, can you please speak up? We're struggling to hear you. Can you please speak up?
Okay, Mr. Chimobi from Abia State, welcome. Ndigbo, do you think we need Biafra? What are your thoughts on why we need Biafra? Let's hear you.
All right, I think he has some network issue as well. We can't hear you though. We can't hear you. It seems like you're talking from a mile away.
No, but Chioma can hear me. I think it might be from your angle.
All right.
We can hear you now. Go ahead.
We can hear you now.
Before.
Yeah. So I think Ndigbo need Biafra. First of all, Nigeria is not a homogeneous country. No country survive in terms of infrastructure and healthcare system without being homogeneous. So
you don't need homogeneity. You don't need homogeneity. Southeast is homogeneous and they set Osu and Lilu on fire. That's so if it was about homogeneity, then the Southeast is homogeneous, even though it's not its own, nation or anything. But it didn't prevent what happened in Osu, didn't prevent what happened in Lilu. It did not prevent Biafra agitators from buying Igbo people in the name of Biafra. So homogeneity isn't, because Nigeria is not the only heterogeneous country in Africa. Like, most of them were amalgamated and they're not homogeneous. Ghana is not homogeneous. So it's not homogeneous, is it?
Can you tell me one of the Western?
Is Ghana homogeneous? I'm not joking. Is Ghana homogeneous?
Ghana might not be a homogeneous.
It's not. It might not be. It is not.
Okay. Let me agree on what you said. Ghana is not homogeneous.
Okay.
So what was the difference between a black man living like a white man?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Good question.
What does that mean? So, what do you mean by what's the difference in a black man living like a white man?
I'm gonna answer the question. If you travel to England now, there is light. There is healthcare system. There is social benefits.
If you move into the UK illegally. Okay.
Illegally, yeah, yes.
If you move into the UK illegally, yes. Do you get those things?
No, but now let's assume now you have all your state, or you are an American citizen. You
don't
enjoy
assume I am. Okay.
Oh, good. You enjoy. Did you enjoy all the benefits?
I enjoy the benefits that my taxes pay for, and I pay a lot of taxes.
How come an African man cannot enjoy that same benefit?
Okay, so I thank you for your question. Okay, so the question of the room is why we need Biafra. So I'm guessing you want the answer to this because you want to say that if we had Biafra and it was homogeneous, we'll be able to have healthcare and medical care. So let me answer you the question. Nigeria should have all those benefits. In fact, all African countries should have a lot of the benefits that people who live in a lot of Western societies, especially social systems that insulate when people are poor, when people can't feed, when they pay into a tax system. But those things don't exist, but they are not specific to Igbo people. It is not targeted to Igbo people alone. It is a Black deficiency or something that deficient in our system. It's a systemic deficiency. It is not culture specific and it is not tribe specific.
I beg to differ on that one.
Black person.
Choma, I beg to differ. I beg to differ that it's a Black problem because
No. I mean, in our context, I don't want to include other most African countries are Black societies. So we need to
I wanted to even speak on Nigeria itself. Nigeria, the Awolowo them, the Nnamdi Azikiwe them, the Michael Lokbara them, those were Black people, those were Black men that we should have emulated. So it's not a Black thing, it's a human thing.
But it is a Black thing. This is the why.
Yeah, I don't agree it's a Black thing.
But the time that the Awolowos, and I think we make this sort of convenient thing. The Awolowos, they were brilliant. The people who you reference, like the Azikiwes and stuff, were brilliant for their time. But a lot of the things that they were doing before independence. And then after independence, we have people like this, Samon Bakwe from where I am from, who did a whole bunch of things. But let's be honest, even with all the great things that they did, it still did not get us to at least 50 years ahead of what the West was. So that's why I can say it's a Black problem. I'm saying it's a Black problem, not so that we can even have the conversation. I'm saying it's a Black problem in the sense there's no African country that is led by a Black man that has had consistent anything for the past 10 years. Of course, we can go off point and start talking about how the colonies and they still function as colonies, but I don't want to distract from this.
I still disagree just because you put it out. Shoma, I still disagree just because you put it out.
Too far from where
Absolutely,
you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Onyi and Onyocha.
I just want to push back on that. I agree with you, Choma, but I just want to.
But you're right. I mean, you and I are here. We are Black.
Choma, hear me out. It hurts me that I'm a Black man. Obviously, if anybody says that it's a Black problem, I'm always going to push back. I don't care who, it's just what it is. Ethiopia is a country that is rising right now. I've mentioned these leaders, Awolowo, I've mentioned Michael Okpara, I've mentioned, Nnamdi Azikiwe. These are black men that could have taken our country to a whole nother level. But another black man, obviously, like Ojukwu, they pushed us away from the progress that we were gaining. So if we are still struggling to get
for that, the black is still us.
It's a human thing. It's a human thing.
But in the okay, for the sake, let me do fair enough. Okay, it's a human thing. So
okay.
I mean, we can have this conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that we don't bore Amazing with our brilliance. So, in the context of what you're saying, these are amenities, these are social amenities, these are systemic things that most African societies, most African countries, as they currently are, don't have. In fact, one of the reasons why South Africa is the way that it is right now, we know why, but I'm not going to piss off Kachi today. So now, if we are saying in Nigeria that we don't have those things, it is not happening to just you. People in Kogi State do not have those things. People in Kano do not have those things. So if the reason why you're saying that we're not homogenous and stuff, Southeast is homogenous. Right now, there's nobody that is preventing you from doing the parts that are within your power to do as a state, as a region. There is no powers that be. The only limitation is another black man who is either your governor of your state, from your community, chef. It might even be from your state. He is your governor. He can't put certain amenities, even the ones within his power that are not federal level. So from there, how do we now jump to we need Biafra? Do we need Biafra because those systemic things that are lacking across all of Africa, in most cases, or across all of Nigeria, in our case, is that unique to us that we must then use Biafra as a reason why we need to just break Nigeria? Like, I've answered you, but I'm also then asking you so we can continue the conversation, Mr. Amazing.
So listen, I want to live like someone in America. I want to live like someone in United Kingdom.
Okay, so and you should.
2 seconds. Now you're now limiting it to governor is equivalent to maybe what do they call it in England?
Governor is equivalent to governor. It's not equivalent to anything. It's equivalent to governor even in America.
There is no governor in England. What they have in England is like a mayor.
That's irrelevant to the point. I'm using America, so I said we have governors in America. So it's governor you are the chief executive officer of the states. Finish.
You can't compare Nigeria with America because
nobody is comparing that.
Mr. Chimobi, please stay on topic.
Hold on.
Please stay on
topic, guys. Listen, if you're talking, I don't interrupt you.
It doesn't matter, Mr. Chimobi. Please stay on topic.
Mr. Amazing, I will interrupt you because I host the room. Me and Kachi can interrupt you because that's how we are running the room. You said the British. I said use America since we're already on that paired stuff. And I said governor is the same here, governor is the same. Why does it need to be the UK? Is the UK the source of truth? Go to your next point.
Okay, now you do mention about governor in Nigeria. They have the right to set up the social amenities that we need in Nigeria, right? But let me tell you this, the governor in Nigeria talking about they have the limitation is there.
What is the limitation that is preventing your state governor from putting certain amenities in place? Give me that limitation. Don't tell me. Tell me specifically from your state. You are from either Abia or Imo. Where Abia State OT is also Kachi's governor. What can certain things?
No, but in Nigeria now, governor they are not allowed to build federal roads, are they?
So federal road is why we want Biafra.
No, I'm trying to.
That is not correct, though. That is not correct.
Social amenities. Have to go to the road first.
That is not correct.
You're saying that your state governor is not building road or whatever. The road. Okay, Mr. We're talking about social amenities. Road is part of that, right? So good road network.
And
Your
again,
Abia State
at
governor,
the end of
is
the
he building road?
day,
Kachi, are you people building road in your states, please?
Alex Oti, they build road now. In the Port
Oh,
Harcourt
okay.
road, na federal road, they don't build them. So that is not correct. I don't know.
Okay.
See, when you have misinformation. Yeah, when you
it's
have
somehow
misinformation,
correct,
you
but he will still. I think he might receive.
Is
the
it
money,
somehow
but that's
correct
not
or is it
okay.
correct? Don't say it's somehow correct. Is he correct or not?
He is why do I say he's somehow correct? He will receive the money from federal government.
Mr. Amazing, let's get back to the topic. You said, Ndigbo, we need Biafra. And you've said that if you live like people in America, if that will be wrong. I don't know. That's where we started, chatting.
Exactly. And also have a question for Chiomado.
Is the question on this topic or is it just a random question?
Yeah, you just have questions and questions.
Anụrụ m ihe kwuru ghọtara agụla m ihe m ji chọọ Biafra.
Mr. Chimobi, before you ask that question, 1 second. Before you answer that question, you said the first thing you mentioned was homogeneity. That we need homogeneity for us to progress. Choma has debunked that. We don't need homogeneity. No. We don't need homogeneity to be successful.
We do actually. No.
Okay. So, the America, your opinion is false. If your opinion is false, it's false.
We need homogeneity like that and how we don't have it. Because Southeast is the most homogeneous region in Nigeria.
No. Southeast is not a country. We're talking
America
about
is not homogeneous. The UK is not homogeneous. The only homogeneous country America, I can think of is China.
America, let me tell you why America is homogeneous. America is a Christian country.
All right. Well, all right. Thank you, Mr. Amazing, for. I think you don't have a lot of facts correctly, and you just dispute not.
1 second.
All right. Go ahead, Choma. Yeah.
Mr. Amazing. The great thing about debates is that at some point we started this conversation. You said you brought up homogeneity. Like you brought up how Nigeria is not homogeneous, so that makes it maybe not a nation. So I gave you the example of the Southeast as an example of the fact that you're already homogeneous in a way where if, for example, the Southeast, the 5 Southeast governors wanted to put hands together and do something, just like the Yoruba governors, the Southwest governors, they have a fund where they, gather money from the 5 states, regardless of who is the governor, and they are using it to buy stocks in banks. Nobody, they cannot do it. That's how my brother Kachi, they always say is always the evidence is always in the outcome.
Yeah.
Okay. So in Nigeria that we are, yes, we know that the Southeast is not a country by itself, but because it is governed as states, and those states have 5 tribes inside of it. But Southeast is the only one where we say almost every person that is original to that land or indigenous to that land is Igbo. So I am one of the first parameters that we need to say, because I come on a type of something. I got as So if homogeneity, being homogeneous is part of the requirements that makes Nigeria not be that thing. Kachi is now saying these other countries, I even brought in Ghana, because me, I know they want to go America, because before when I go say that, because say I be American, I always bring them up. I say, make we settle for Ghana, will be our neighbor here, where they have different tribes. They're not homogeneous. Yet, what you guys confuse for homogeneity, you're trying to find what makes a nation. So that's why I say sometimes, Bingos, you should allow me to make your point for you, because I can even make your point better so I can do. What you're trying to prove, and you're having a hard time to prove it because Kano does not explain it well to you guys, is every American child, when we go to school and you sing the national anthem, and there's always the thing of God bless America. He can decide to bless anywhere else, so if you want to, but to go bless America first, right? There's an America first type of thing. That America first is not just because we love apple pie or because we love football or basketball. It has something else. What is that thing? Do you know what that thing is?
No, I don't.
It is the belief in the American dream. That is what ties the immigrant who is coming and just watching on TV and it comes in. That is what's also tying. That's why even when you're doing politics, you're saying, let's go back to the era of the Americanness. So if your argument was that there's nothing that feels Nigerian to you that is not maybe soccer, jollof rice, all those other things. That's where you should start your conversation, not about homogeneity. The thing that you're confusing in America is not, because America is not a homogeneous nation. It is a Christian nation in the sense whereby you have Christians and you have in God we trust in the back of the dollar. But America does not function like one. It functions like a capitalist society that allows for immigrants to come here and become millionaires if they believe in the American dream. What is that American dream? You wake up in the morning, you go out and work. When Uncle Sam will ask you for the tax, you will pay it. That American dream is the social contract that both of us have. That if you now pay into that somehow the road will be built. That's the stuff that you're trying to explain and you're having a hard time to explain it. And I even considered early enough and said, sure, you as a Nigerian, me as a Nigerian, anybody as a Nigerian should be feeling even the basics of those things. But those basics, the governors of your states can even start. Make it can't be like say you don't hook them. They don't fit do both. This one is now the federal that's supposed to do one. The ones that is even in their purview that they can do, they did not do. So what we had was systemic rot from not doing. We had systemic rot from the top. We also had it even at the level where the people in your local government area are probably not even benefiting from the allocations that are being sent every single month for your local government chairman to be able to do small things, make everything local pack for federal. So that is a systemic flaw, and it is not specific to the Igbo people.
All right.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, that was easy. Next person.
All right. Thank you. I don't know what he was trying to say in the end, but I don't know if it's a compliment or whatever it was, but I had to drop you so that.
I will take it as a compliment.
Okay, I know he had the he has wine is something, you know.
I dey get akuna. This one is the wine. I make I collect
them with. Before you go collect them back, have you? All right. Thank you, Mr. Chimobi. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep the show going. It's only me, 806, and I see a lot of people saying, bring me up. You go need to request for us to bring you up, and there's a queue, and we'll go bring you up according to the queue. So please feel free to request, and let's keep liking and sharing.
What is the score? Has anybody been able to prove to us why we need Biafra or not?
So far, we don't do almost 2 hours now, and only 2 good conversations we don't even get. They talk of score. Only 2 good. Mr. Chimobi and Mr. Kelechi, those are the only 2 conversations we've only been able to have. Good conversations. The other ones just came here to, I don't know, to curse maybe. But anyway, they talk of score. There's no 0, 2-0. You know, I can score. Anyway, let's keep the conversation going. It's only me, 806. What is your name and where are you from?
I'm from Enugu State.
What's your name, please?
Welcome.
My network is poor. Good.
All right. We'll go drop you since your network they poor so that we'll not go get plenty delay. Fix your network, my brother from Enugu, and feel free to request again and we'll bring you back up. Anyway, we have...
You know, in Biafra, we'll have good network.
Yeah, now that Biafra now, once we get that Biafra now, everything, 7G. 7G. I think right, my brother. Think right, they for chat, they crack me up since. Think right, say now because we never get Biafra, say now 7G we go get for that Biafra. Think right, my brother. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Anyway, and I remember your seaport. Think right, we are working on it. Choma, me and Choma, we are working on that seaport. We'll get it to you soon as possible. Anyway, Mr. Chris, I believe I know where you stand on this topic, but I'm going to allow you to speak for a moment, and then we keep the show going. But Mr. Christopher, let us hear your thoughts on this. Mr. Christopher, can you hear me? Please tell us, let us hear your thoughts on this in 30 seconds, because I believe I know where you stand on this.
He's not supposed to be here, just because I don't think he knows he's even on stage, because his audio is very bad.
Yeah, we don't drop him.
Maybe he mistakenly came up. Yeah.
Another brother where I Sabi in thoughts, we'll go bring him up, again, we'll just hear for 30 seconds. Ipe Maloizo, we'll just hear for 30 seconds. I thank you for joining.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, thank you, Chioma and Kachi.
Is it only for the bingos or?
No, it's for people who think that we need Biafra.
We know it's for people who think we need Biafra, yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm always the first person to call them bingos, but I want them to come, so I'm not trying to.
Because we want to hear more from them because we know why we don't need Biafra, but they seem to think we need Biafra, so we want to hear from them. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I see from the caption that Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not for me now. You know my stand anyway.
Absolutely.
So Biafra is a scam. You already know. Nnamdi Kanu and his brother, his siblings are beneficiaries. So,
absolutely.
I mean, it is what it is. And
absolutely. Biafra, and we did have a show 2 weeks ago on if Biafra is scam. That was a good show too. And
that was a good show.
Yeah.
But anyway,
and at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu will remain in Gamporoka. So
I hope it does. I hope Tinubu doesn't play games with
Tinubu is playing games. Where could I leave Tinubu?
That thing he said, I think about it sometimes, but I don't want to believe it.
I
don't want to believe
it. It's what it is anyway, but I hope.
Believe waiting I won't believe. I beg.
I'm not believing it. I'm just hoping that Tinubu doesn't play games with it.
No, they hope anything. Let's just continue. Wait,
all right.
You will give a 5% votes. Now got to use you remember, Kachi? Remember what I talked before? I say pain points, no be leverage.
But at the end of the day, Biafra will never come. Anyway, let me go down so that you will
Thank you, Mr.
Absolutely.
Good night, guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Salute.
I salute you. That one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ibe Maleziogu. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Analog. We don't talk small.
Somebody was saying, how do I come up?
I believe request button did there now.
It's a request button. Okay, so if you don't see the request button, there's like these two heads, like circle and a shoulder, and you just click on it, and it's going to send a request. Okay, if you don't see the request ahead, you can wear Hana here. So when you look on the bottom of your screen, there's like these two heads. Just click on it; it will get you up to request. Okay, that is for the person who common technology now, so let's not get sure they say this Biafra.
Choma, off your mic. Me too. I know it must be doing. I'm just learning how to do it now too. Off your mic, Choma. Off your mic.
Oh my God! Stay don't hit my brother Kachi.
Anyway,
Kachi, you're exhibiting big goings.
My dear sister.
What is going on today, Kachi?
I don't know. Me, I know Sabi do am too. But yes, thank you, Choma, for telling us how to do that thing. It's below. You see two silhouettes, two heads, two people waiting draw for the bottom side next to your chat, next to the comment typing thing. You would see the two people there. Just feel free to click on that and you can request. You see the request there. I don't sabi how to do. I'm gonna be smart, you know.
You see what now? Kachi, this is why Nigerian men be listening to women. You people don't want to hear.
Problem.
Be telling you stuff. You don't want to listen.
Yup. Anyway, with all of us online today, how to request. It's down there. And you see them requesting now. If you want to request, there are two people.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely. Two people to the left of the chat button, the chat thing. You see two things there. Click on there. You see request. Feel free to request, and we'll bring you up. Anyway, we have analog. I believe we don't talk before now, Abby.
I've been here before. Just I have a question.
Now you be Kele. What's your name? What's your name, by the way?
Kelechi
now.
Kelechi. All right. We had a good conversation with you.
I spoke to before. Yeah,
we had a good conversation with him.
With your question, sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. With the little knowledge I have here, I have a question for you, Chairman.
Oh, please go ahead.
Okay. Like our last conversation, you were saying that now, if I should protest or if I should request for a referendum, which Nigeria don't have any room for that, and flashing the flag of Biafra, which is not allowed, it's not possible. So I'm here to ask you, if I'm to agitate on what I want, how can I go about it?
Oh, okay. Kachi, should I answer?
Yeah, now you wouldn't ask the question. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought he was asking both of us. I said, let me take out. Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead.
My time to shine.
Yep.
Okay. So Mr. Analog, thank you for your question. Okay. So right now, there are only two ways. The first way is not going to work because the current Biafra agitations have gone against it. It is to use the guise of self-determination. Self-determination essentially is that you'll be able to get self-determination just means that you agree to collectively determine your social economic trajectory together, like what we did when we got independence. So if you wanted to get that self-determination route, I don't know if you remember circa 2021, around that COVID time, there was a time when you had Oduduwa. There were people Igboho was agitating for Oduduwa. Now, let's say you were able to get Yoruba people and you're able to get the representatives of the North, you get all the representatives of everywhere, right? And they now go and do a protest together. And that protest is not even to break Nigeria, is we want to self-determine, because under the United Nations, there are parameters that it uses to define self-determination. It is under colonial rule. So Nigeria has already self-determined by seeking independence and gaining independence from the British. So if you're able to gather all different tribes, and you march together like NSAS, where it was no tribe, no, everybody just band together and say, wait till Nigeria they do is citizens no good. Like, we need to reimagine. If you remember something called Confab, you guys remember Confab, right?
2014, yeah?
Confab, let's say you have things like Confab. Confab will be where these groups, these different tribes and these representatives of tribes, I didn't say Biafra and all that, who now can come and have those sort of discussion where you now want to do another type of self-determination. That's a longer route. The reason why this option won't work is because to get consensus from different regions is going to be a Herculean task, because it's going to be next to impossible. Because each region has their leverage. You get something where they negotiate, they collect from Nigeria. So you and them know they're the same page of pain points, where we say, as they shout marginalization, Yoruba people don't consider themselves marginalized as a group. So whatever your talking point is going to be different. So the second best way, since this one cannot work because it will be long, and because you have already broken it by trying to balkanize Nigeria through Biafra agitation, because once you declare some sort of war, whether it's internal or not, the UN will come out and say this thing no resembles self-determination again. Because through that self-determination, you have to go through the legal means. What is the legal means? What I told you before. Southeast have representatives. One of the first steps of doing that is not even to try to lobby those people. Is to make sure that every election, not only do you participate, but you make sure that right? They all them being in the National Assembly to your votes in some sort of way, not the one where they buy, but the one. This is a long type of calculated, long vision type of planning, where we say, because you will need somebody to bring up referendum, but before that, you will have to bring up amendment to the Constitution, amend something soft, so that you can create the precedent meaning that if try something work, or even if we take something that the law name exists, against we need to amend this constitution and add that small thing. So if Nigeria allows that through your legislators, they will go on the red and green chambers and they will be saying guinea, you go leave referendum outside, because if you go with referendum, it will not work. Because remember that even if you have all the representatives of the Southeast talking about referendum, every other region get their own representatives. They don't go meet you for the middle. Yeah. So you go start with somebody, but that's what politics is going across the aisle. If northern people want something, you go carry votes, give them on the green floor, make them pass that thing. So you go at the legislative level, not at the representative level that you were meaning. I don't mean in their elect. I don't mean going through chiefs and Ndeze. I mean the people who are elected to represent your interest in Abuja. Those are the people, because if you're going the route of an amendment is like 50-50. You feel go through 10 years of trying to get that constitution amended, and it will still get blocked again because the interest of every region. So finding a common thing. What is that common thing? Marginalization of poor people. If poor people all over Nigeria can do what NSAS does, and I don't mean it got one time, it's a protest, they're going to shoot gun. Okay? So, if they poor in Nigeria, like right now, how poor people say, but they're not making it about Biafra. They join together, able to push one thing towards constitution amendments. You will start to see traction there. That's how you can get, because remember, this is my last point. Your representatives now, as long as they swore on a Bible when they were sworn in, they swore to keep the unity of Nigeria. So anything we go bring in Kesa, they no go fit go there, go to shout Biafra, but they fit on, they say, if we no fit put referendum, wetin we fit put, we go make am wey be say you go replicate that confab type of conversation. That also means leadership. You need the type of president wey go dey Asorok, wey go bring that kind of confab conversation. Wey be say when you want to bring grievance, you go say, okay, these people they say that they marginalized. Are they marginalized? No, but make I hear wetin they want talk. How are you going to do that? It is not by balkanizing Nigeria. It is not by declaring Biafra within Nigeria, because all of those things are ostracizing us more from the center of that conversation. Mr. Analog, have I been able to hopefully answer your question and not confuse you?
Yeah. I heard you. So another question: what about if I go by international attention?
That's why I gave you the other first premise. International attention cannot work. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Now, the UN has parameters of what self-determination is. That's what Kano tried to deceive you guys with. That's also what Wazirike was saying when he said, I went and I dropped letter. They always drop in letter. Letter is basically just saying, like, I don't know if you've heard of Catalonia, for example. Catalonia essentially did the same roadmap that I'm saying. They tried all these, they no work. You have to go through legislative, because that's the only one that can keep you legal, so that you're not declaring war by mistake. You are not going and balkanize, because now you don't balkanize a region in Nigeria. The southeast is Nigerian territory. You don't balkanize Osu and Lilu. They go count that one when you come to talk another thing where we say, they say, then international communities, when you mean international communities, you have to understand that Nigeria is a sovereign nation. If you go on a map, you will see Nigeria. So it means that Nigeria is in the best interest of every country that matters in the world. Okay? There is nothing that Biafra can offer the world right now as 5 states. Because you can't go and carry a dope people and make them into Biafra when they don't want to be there. So let's even say we want to extricate ourselves with this 5 landlocked region of ours, which is Southeast. There's nothing that any country of the world who's an ally to Nigeria can get from the Southeast that it cannot get from Nigeria directly. If it's the gas, we don't already assess them. If it's any other natural resources, all of that stuff, same thing. So if you want to talk about international communities do not break countries. They can instigate the break, but there has to be something in it for them, because no country is altruistic. So if there was something that you were offering, which you're not, there's nothing you can offer that I cannot get from Nigeria, because after all, the oil that runs Nigeria is mostly in Bayelsa and other, Niger Delta states, well, of course, excluding Imo State that has gas deposits, and Abia State that has a little bit of oil. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, you're correct. So you're just giving me one solution, one way to go.
Mr. Analog, Mr. Kelechi, let me just ask you a question, right? Why go through all this hassle? You see, everything which you explained, in my opinion, it's a hassle. Why go through all this hassle if you already have country. And if you know how to lobby these politicians, why not? If you know how to vote these people in that you need to go and do this thing for you in the Senate or in the House of Rep, why not vote people that will make Ali Igbo to be good? Why not save yourself this stress of, oh, I want my own country? Why not just save yourself that stress? Because it's almost futile. It's almost impossible.
It's futile. In the history of Africa, we only have two.
My brother, we are voting them, but on the way going, I don't know what comes again.
But that is the point I'm trying to make. Why not use that energy and vote people that will work for you? Why vote people that you think will go and bring Biafra for you when in reality they cannot? Why not vote people that will work for you and make Ali Igbo to be that?
So like if they don't do that thing where you want to, and the funny thing is, if we use the time we use for Biafra agitation to even like think about the fact that I think that IPOB, I'm not going to call you guys bingos in this conversation, but if IPOB had any type of foresight, but also plans for Igbo land, they would have understood their potential. There was a time that politicians were actually really scared of them, that they would sit and negotiate when they tried to do the boycotting, and then Kano realized that, okay, if I put a boycott, they will give me money, and then I can lift it. If they utilize that power, that was the shift. That's when Kano could have been a fugitive, but he was doing the right thing. Because he would have been a fugitive, Nigeria would have tried him if they caught him. But at least while he was in, like in exile, he would have been doing certain things. What is that thing? He would have been using the fame and the mass kind of control he had over to make them vote for specific. What is that condition? You see, as we were able to do sit at home, and even your government house shut down. If we put you inside there as governor, and do this thing, no build this hospital, make thunder fire you, right?
Missed opportunity.
We go collect everything with that government. We go come occupy government house. We go come out you from government
missed
house.
Opportunity.
Just imagine, and they pull that thing off. Me wait day here, they tell you, if you hear me talk about, say, I said that they. Make they carry them, make them lock them up, make them ban them. Now all of us go now they join, say people where we elect.
Yep.
We fit tell them, say make them do this, they do, because they work for us.
Yep.
That's the angle, and that's the missed opportunity there. And if that had been positioned in such a way that it did this way, what we will now be talking about, we go just now go to other tribes, come they tell them, say, say true federalism, that time when we get that from 1960 to 1966, say we they flex small. What you think? Niger Delta people don't they look for like full resource control. Cultural, you go fit negotiate some things. You go to another person, you go say the same thing. I don't say they get this thing from Nigeria, but we go there inside this Nigeria together. But what if we negotiate these other terms where you go benefit everybody? That is where we have lost the mark. And because everybody else, they negotiate with Nigeria on their own terms, where we know they hear. We do some outside there, they shout marginalization. And the more we do that, we keep marginalizing ourselves further away from the center. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Sure. Did I at least satisfy? It was them in our comments now. I think I'm going to Sakwala here now.
No. In my comment section, I don't write bad thing there. I only write my own opinion. I have a question.
Thank you, Mr. Kelechi. And I really appreciate your honesty of coming back and asking these honest questions. He was honest about it. I don't know this thing. I want to, please, Choma, explain this thing to me. I really appreciate your honesty. Make I blow horn for you.
Mr. Kelechi, because
absolutely.
It do waiting some other people no fit admit where we say, if I wanted to do them, I don't know how I fit do them. How can he do it? And we sit here and reason them out. And he can't see reason inside waiting I talk. He can't see say, okay, make me clap for my bed.
You make me clap for Mr. Kelechi Jare.
But I go see the agitate too, because you just give me another way to go.
You have a right. No. Let me be clear. Agitating for something is it's like protesting. It's like you fit come now. Can't say the governor of Imo State, no, they do what you want make it. You carry a banner, they go, they protest. Protesting is your even your right as a Nigerian. Just don't be doing Biafra protest, because that's where you will now lose the plot. Because they go, they look at like say, you know, they do in the name of Nigeria. That's why NSAS, like think about NSAS. If NSAS had been planned and it continued, and even when, you know, the blocking was there and it continued, you notice that it wasn't tribe specific. Like you go see Yoruba people, you see Hausa people, you see Igbo people, everybody they march for streets. It means that Nigeria has that potential, especially young people, youths. The people who feel the most disenfranchised in Nigeria, they have the least representation in the positions of power anyway. So Nigeria is at least 56%, you know, like young people. Like it's going to be one of the youngest populations, you know, by 2030, right? It's the older people are dying out, is the younger people that will basically run the future. But that future is being held back by the same old people who were relevant in their 30s, who want to still stay there. If that's the conversation you and I are having, we no go get problem. Because as you talk and me go they amplify. Like you say, do am, you know? So that's
thank you very much. So I think I should put this question to you now. I think
make we just move the conversation, Mr. Kelechi. Mr. Kelechi, make we move the conversation.
Can you? Do we need Biafra? What do you think?
Thank you, Mr. Kelechi, for joining.
I've already answered you now.
Absolutely.
I've answered you. My submission self go tell you, say, we don't need Biafra. You don't need to ask me again. Unless you want to record me. So let me just give you that for the footnotes. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? Olo, no. Nehi. No. Nada.
Absolutely. You don't make him say woman speak over it. When I don't make him say woman speak over it, say that Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Kelechi. And again, shout out to you for, you know, having the courage and being honest and asking questions that you don't know. That is what makes a man. Anyway, I thank you for joining. Mama Sabo, I see your chat in the comment, but we bring them one by one so that we not go throw off the way the layout we want that specific layout so that you not go throw off the whole layout. But we're going to get to you in a moment. Make we bring OJ Ken up, and hopefully we can have a good conversation with Mr. OJ. OJ. I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. Okay. I'm not black, I'm OJ. All right. Okay. All right, Mr. OJ. Let us where are you from, by the way?
Yeah, greetings. I'm from Anambra State.
All right, thank you for joining. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody from here. Kashi, Shoma, and other Sabo like us.
We don't want Sabo. We don't want Sabo. We want people.
Yeah, Sabo.
We don't want Sabo.
I'm Sabo.
We don't want Sabo.
We want Sabo people. We want.
But if you want to just, you use 30 seconds around us so that we can move forward. Yeah.
No, the issue now is that if you are not sounding like them, it means you are a Sabo.
Well, I understand. I understand, and that's why I'm saying we don't want Sabo here. We understand you perfectly. We understand you, my brother. But we want people on the other side to have this conversation with them.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. For me, we don't really need Biafra, because Biafra is like let's say, in a family whereby all of us have an issue together. Some of the group of the family have moved on, but you on your own, you say you won't move on. You want to stick to that quarrel. Calabas, Rivers, Edo, they have moved on, but only the Igbo are still carrying that Biafra thing on their head. If you ask them now, they will tell you Biafra have not become a president, but they forgot that Jonathan is a Biafra.
Yeah, I hear you on that one, but I think they're always very specific when they say Biafra. They are very specific. They say Igbo, yeah. But Mr. OJ, again, we don't want Sabo.
He has a point, though. He has a point. If you believe in Biafra, and you say that Biafra is not just Igbo people, then that means Jonathan will qualify. So I understand where he's coming from.
Fair enough, but Mr. OJ, if you just want 30 seconds, let us move forward with the conversation.
Just a minute.
Yes, please.
Let me give you when they say we need Biafra, I would like, guy, go and check, look at the map of Nigeria. Where do you want to start? Do you want to create a country inside Nigeria? Because the Calabars are not with you, the Rivers are not with you, they do. So you will just come inside Nigeria and create a country.
Yep.
Is that what you want to do? Because the left, not with you, the right, you're just inside that dot or something like that. Let's not call it a dot nation, but you are inside a nation. You want to create a country there inside a nation.
Absolutely.
It's impossible.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Mr. OJ. But we need to move forward. We need people who disagree or people who think that we need Biafra. Those are the people we see as me and Choma close mouth, just they look you. We want to talk. We see that we want to talk to people. We want to argue.
That you don't start with you.
You see how we sit down just to look you. That's not why we came. We want to argue. The arguments carry us come here. But anyway, thank you, Mr. OJ, for joining. I appreciate you. All right, thank you. All right, make we bring up Mama Sabo. Hey, man. Let me drop Mr. OJ and then bring up Mama Sabo there. All right, this is the OG Sabo.
I say, "Una no bring me up. I go just sleep, leave una."
No sleep, Mama Sabo. This is the OG Sabo.
Good evening.
Welcome.
The question, make I no waste time. Ndigbo, do we need Biafra?
Yep.
I want to look at it from two ways. Number one, normally from my standpoint is, first of all, I've asked them this question. They say they have a right to agitate. Agitate, I say, for self-determination. And I asked them, okay, as it is right now, from this very standpoint we are, as an Onibo within Nigerian polity, what are you not self-determined that you want to agitate to self-determine? They cannot answer me. They will say, that's your own argument of whatever. But okay, just let's start from there. You know, you say you have a right to agitate to self-determination, and you are now part of Nigerian territory. And what exactly are you not determining already now that you really are agitated to determine? Yes. They cannot come up with anything that they are not already having, that they want to agitate for. You see, that is ab initio already a fallout, because how can you be in a country, in a past section of the country that is completely part of the Nigerian political system? It is not a region in dispute in any form. You are completely integrated in the Nigerian polity, and you are saying you have a right to self-determination. So fine, what exactly are you not determining that you want to agitate to determine? Yeah. You see, and they cannot answer that question. And I just want to put it out there.
Now, whether you go ask whether they understand the meaning of what you even talk, right?
Because they are so agitated in their spirit. When they are coming, they are already coming with curses and brimstone and fire and say, I say, okay, fine, no verse. What exactly are you agitating? What exactly? You know, they cannot come up with anything. So on the other hand, I want to say, okay, fine. You say you need Biafra, fine. Okay, let's go with that for a moment. You know, say you need Biafra. That means you are asking for containment. Nigeria, please contain me. Put me in a box. I need it. I cannot be free. I'm roaming about. Put me somewhere. Cage me. Cage me. That is what Biafra is. It's caging Ndigbo. Cage them. And the call is coming now. From South Africa, we are hearing the shout, leave our country. Ghana, they are coming. And within Nigeria, you are saying, please, separation. Nigeria, cage me. And Nigeria is going to say, okay, fine. You want Biafra, we want to put you in this box now, okay. And then you have to go back and you become, all of a sudden, the situation you are facing in South Africa, you face it in Jos, you face it in Lagos, you face it in Port Harcourt, because you are now a foreigner. And then they will give you the protocol to follow. For you to come into Lagos and be a part of this community, you have to apply for visa. I saw a video, Kano was telling them that you have to, that their apartment in Jalingo is safer when they are in Biafra, because he have a property in London. Now, he failed to tell them the process he had to go to have the legitimate residency to own property in Jalingo, in London, right? In Nigeria, you hop on a bus, you are already in Jalingo the next day, and you can start on because you're a Nigerian citizen. But when you are no longer a Nigerian citizen, you are a beloved Biafran citizen, and then you want to go to Lagos and say, as a Nigerian citizen and you are a Biafra citizen, this is the protocol we want to do, just like they did in Ghana. They said for you to participate in our market business participation, you have to first of all pay in $1 million. And they are crying. They say we cannot pay $1 million. What they say, yeah, the market is for our local citizens. We want foreigners to come and invest in our economy. We don't want them to come and compete with our local traders, right? And Lagos can do that. Port Harcourt can do that. Jos can do that. Kano can do that. Say, you are not foreigners. We don't need you to compete in our local market. This is the protocol we need. And so, yes, if they need Biafra, they need containment. And I'm praying that Nigeria will contain them so that at least they will come to a rest because they are in a state of agitation.
Nope.
I wish them peace and rest as for the first time in their lifetime. May they feel rest. And may they just rest. The agitated spirit, angry spirit, bitter spirit, cursing as well. And may they rest. You know, somebody will put them in a box and close it and pull the drawer out and say, okay, now you can come out like this. You can pass.
If they put them for that box, me and you go there impacted. I believe I'm not understanding it correctly. Then if
damage that you have to
I
bear,
beg go.
but it is what it is.
I beg go.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I beg go. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mama Sabo. Appreciate it. Think right. Just they crack me up here. He say when we get our Filido.
I said we don't go even enter the Biafra.
They say we're not gonna use their seaport. Now wow. Seaport when me and Choma won't give you again, we're not gonna use them again, sure. Now wow. Yeah, think right. We won't give you seaport. He said we're not gonna use seaport. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Mama Sabo, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Anyway, listen.
Come up.
Yeah, let's keep sharing and liking and get more people here to join the conversation. We've hit 2 hours 40 minutes at this point. Choma, how much time do you have? So that we'll go structure them.
I'm here for as long as I said I will do even 100 guests. Bring them. I did ready.
All right. Una don't hear them. But
they come. I did. Nothing they happen.
But come with good energy, like Mr. Kelechi.
No, if you also come with bad energy, come. So that, because the thing is,
it's gonna be a waste of your time, though. It's gonna be a waste of your time.
But when they come, so this is what I know for sure. But every now and then, I'm got one that's But if you come with bad energy, what that proves is actually you prove my point. It means you can't come with superior argument. And I say this: if you remove Akuna, Ashawo, and stuff, that's how you guys are proving that when you now come here, when we want to go back for back, fact for fact, you don't reach me there. So therefore, now I understand why you have to come down where you are. Yeah. Right? So if you come with bad energy, I will give you the bad. I have your size. Okay? The issue here is if we were not talking about this thing costing the life of Igbo people, we can just be doing vibes. We do bad words from morning to night. But because you believe that we need Biafra, every time you saw Osu and Lilu and you saw the taste of this Biafra, you did not enjoy it. You don't like it. So if you need Biafra and Osu and Lilu has given you a small taste, because everybody said no. Is somebody here, Mr. Ike?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, finish up, Choma. Finish up. Finish up.
Because it's important for you to know that if you think this is just about Kano, Chioma, and Kachi, and who is right and who is wrong, or which side of it you stand, if you really care about that Lilu, you should be asking yourself, if this Biafra you say we need, if Lilu is the sign of how to get that Biafra, Does it seem like something that's organized, something that was beneficial to Alibo, something that was beneficial to Ndigbo themselves? This Ndigbo and why we need Biafra. These are questions that you should be thinking about. Not who you are going to call Akuna and who you're going to call Ashawo. And by the way, calling anybody Akuna is never going to stop Chakam. We will be having these conversations. Okay, because the more we have them, the more we can get to a point of understanding where people we don't know will at least learn something. Mr. Ike or Ike, you are up next. What do you think about this conversation? But first, tell us. We know your name is Ike, but tell us where you're from.
Still the load. I think he was having network issues at first.
He has that red thing. It must be the data. Yeah. Network.
Network is network.
It's network.
All right. It couldn't connect still. Let's get Mr. OBD. Hopefully him in network they work well. All right, we got him on here.
Hello, Mr. OBD. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, where you come from in the Southeast, and what you think about the topic.
Good evening, madam, and my dear brother.
Where are you from?
Okay, I'm not an Igbo man.
All right.
Okay. No, we just need Igbo conversations today, sir.
We want to talk to you.
I know. Just let me say.
Unfortunately, we're going to need to drop you, Mr. OBD.
Unfortunately, no. What you want to say is, I don't understand this stuff. You would never like this is a common thing that all Nigerians have. Please, okay, follow the instruction now. Yeah. Mr. Ike, is your network stable? Because I see red on your thing.
Yeah, I think they're storing you on your own. But anyway, Mr. Ike is the last person I have here requesting. If you would like to have have this conversation, please feel free to request.
101 people waiting inside this room. All of you agree with Kachi and Chioma, say we don't need Biafra. Waiting are they fear? When you guys will come my videos where they dance my dance now, we're not going to talk about how you go debate me. I don't show. I chop plenty before I come here, so I get tired. Okay. So after this, I will go to the steam room. I will go steam myself. So come up. Oh, Mr. Chims Obasi said that he's been requesting. So
I don't see it. Mr. Chims, I don't see your request.
They talk I be requesting. Are you sure you are clicking those two people down there? Those two heads and shoulders. Make sure you are clicking it so you can request. Mr. Ike, your network is very unstable. Is it working now? Say something so we can at least test it.
I don't think he's on yet. We're not even going to try again because even if he comes, if he can't even connect, I don't know if we're going to be able to have a conversation because anyway, yeah, Mr. Ike, you keep requesting, but your network, no, they allow us bring you on here. But Chims Obasi, if you want to, I don't know if you requested, there's a like two people silhouette and everything they call that in Abi, two head and shoulder.
Ijoma said thunderstorm fire Biafra. This girl, you're not okay. You're using this abo.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, there are two silhouettes next to the chat. If you click on those two people where they see there, click on it next to the chat thing. Then you'll see the request button. Feel free to request and we can bring you up here.
Because they think that this thing is film tricks.
It's not film tricks. It's not film tricks.
They don't know that I saw our brain sharp in real life.
They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know. If a waiting person don't know, you don't know. Waiting person don't know, you don't know. Anyway, let us read some chats here. Orasi Ugochukwu, I don't know how you say that name, but he says it's like this program they are doing are sponsored by BBC because this is the type of thing BBC people do that British station because they are not making any point.
We agree.
No, I know, I agree.
$20,000.
You know, said the other day, I mean, in the shout say yes, like they give me, but I know nobody does. But yo, man, listen. I love freedom because if anybody is sponsoring this show, then I wouldn't be able to speak what I want to say. You know,
exactly.
So why would I allow?
The ironic thing is that Kachi, any day when you go talk within their life, they're not gonna remember saying a person they sponsor.
They pay me, yeah.
So when they sponsor, when they talk that thing, where make you want. who they sponsor?
Yup.
If they sponsor me, you think I'm gonna drag my senator, they drag my governor, they drag your own governor join.
You can imagine.
I even drag Obisep.
You can imagine. But
I don't feel enter my village, so I don't drag my senator finish. People don't hold me for airport.
yeah, but Orasi Ugochukwu, I don't know, believe what you want to believe. But hey man, I love my freedom. Oh. I don't see anybody if you pay me to give up this freedom to come here, they talk, waiting I want to talk.
When they tell you waiting they pay you to talk. Are you imagine?
As they pay me, because they know, no talk that one, no talk about the Peter Obi. No talk about Peter Obi, no talk about Tunubu, no talk about, no man, no, F that.
No, we're not doing that.
F that. Isochi for Igbo nation. Nigeria as a nation is not working. However, renegotiation of Nigeria is not going to be accomplished through war, but by diplomacy and dialogue. When people say these things, right, renegotiation, in my opinion, I think it's childish. Even that confab report you mentioned, you mentioned earlier. Do you know the amount, billions of naira that was wasted on that thing?
Of course,
for people to just sit down and be talking. What are you talking about? We need leadership. We need leadership.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're focusing on the money of it. That's because you remember that a lot of governance is smokes and mirrors, right? The way you sort of douse fire. So you see, as you douse my own fire when I won't go up. You self know where they come from. You self know say I did right. But you self go down and make we continue conversation. It's the same thing. Most of the times the confab, the conferences, they're not necessarily so that one thing will just happen. It's like the meetings at work. You go to, they say, why is this thing not an email? Why are we in this meeting? Why are we circling back and putting pin on it? It is because that is how everybody can get looped in and feel involved and feel part of the organization. It is a tactic, but that tactic it helps to sort of douse. That time when you're gonna shout, "I know around a confab," every representative of every region did there.
I see.
It's a ploy, but if it is wielded in a way that conversation is then being had. And remember that when confab happened, we don't have internet like we have it now. We have situations where just this podcast now, if it gets shared around and it gets traction, it can spark another conversation. So when they were doing confab, there was a lot of limitations, especially for data, for what we know it now. So if those conversations are happening, is to give these sort of the grievances that you have. If you didn't have platform to expel them, then what does it then turn into? It turns into misinformation. It turns into somebody coming on the radio and telling you something else and then galvanizing you against something else. So that's what that confab is. Not, yes, of course, the money is usually often wasted, they inflate and they whatever, but you don't want to know how much they pay for conference for this our side. You're gonna say, is this for a hot dog? I mean, for Subway sandwich where we just chop?
I mean, that makes sense. I've never seen it like that. I've always thought about it.
To be marinating.
I see. That makes sense.
It go just they put ice water for people chest small.
That makes sense.
Small, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I've always been like against that thing. I'm like, how much these people did? I forget the exact figures then, but I was younger then. I'm like, all these billions of naira just to consider here they talk. Wait till that they talk. I used to be so infuriated, right? But I agree with you, absolutely. It's just to douse down the situation because at the end of the day, Kachi is always going to be upset. There's no way you're going to like everybody's interest. Thank you. Yes. There's no way. Kachi will always have a different opinion.
And that is why that getting to the point where we have these type of conversations. You see, that thing that Mr. Kelechi did. So imagine if every other person who came before him, who knew that they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. But now they are challenged on it. Now imagine if they now said, okay, now, if all these things where I don't think no make sense, and I don't let's say it don't make sense. So what can we, that's the actual way forward. That way forward would then be, if the road where you don't they go, no walk since now, what can you now do differently? And that's why I remind them all the time that Ojukwu himself, who you guys tout as the hero, who declared this war. He said the second one was not necessary. And I don't think that if he was alive today, that it will become necessary just because, time has passed.
Yep.
You gain more by trying to play by the rules and learning the rules. The reason why you learn the rules is so that when you want to break the rules, you know how to break it. Mr.
Yep.
Ike, it seems like you've come up. Let's see if your network is now working.
Still hasn't come up. I'm just giving him the benefit of the
I
doubt
see him
because
there.
no, it's still spinning. I
Oh,
just
it's
give
still
him benefit
spinning,
of the doubt because he has been really trying to get back in. He has been requesting. He's putting in the effort to try to come up here, and unfortunately, I don't know if it's yours because other people obviously have been here, so it's not my system. I know say my laptop there a little bit overloaded right now, but I don't think it's mine.
No, it was him. I could see the red.
Yeah, so it's on your end, but it's unfortunately I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt because you're trying to get in here, but it's not working. But yeah, absolutely. In the meantime, make I continue to read some chats here. I know they think right, no go let person rest today. This seaport, and we'll go give you that seaport so that we'll go rest for your hand. By next week, the Chinese contractors are on their way. Then they Portugal now. They don't leave China. They don't reach Portugal. They are coming from Portugal down to Nigeria. Don't worry.
Because I'm build seaport for you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, make we continue to read some chats here. Olashi say how they want take no waiting be silo. My dear sister, come down to head and shoulder now. Head and shoulder.
I said head and shoulder.
Head and shoulder.
Now
me they talk silhouette.
You said silhouette. And I said head and shoulders. Okay.
Head and shoulder.
I know what I'm dealing with.
Yup. Yeah, the head and shoulder next to the chat thing. That's the way you can request. But yeah, all right. Chims Obasi, I did as request. We've not seen your request, my brother or sister. We've not seen your request.
I think sometimes they type that thing, make it be like say they want request, and we know they bring them up.
Yeah, that's crazy because
that thing don't cast since.
He don't cast. Mr. Ike is literally trying. Would they see him? Would they try bring him? It's not working for him, unfortunately.
It's not working.
If yours is coming, I go see him.
We don't bring you.
Nope, that is not true. Ijoma says, thunderstorm, fire Biafra. Absolutely. Think right, say enemies of seaport and airports. Think right, forgive us. We are going to give you your seaport and airport very soon. Don't worry.
Coming soon.
One choice says
expect something huge. Something huge is coming. Something huge.
Absolutely. Organigwe says he's not in Biafra land, no network. Aye, now wow. So no, not true. Chai, now make we need that Biafra because for Biafra land now 7G, 7G
network.
Anyway, Ijoma says if you want to see Biafra would be like also Hiala and Lilu. Yep. Mr. Allegedly says she too like Wala. I believe he's referring to you. Anyway, Mayowa Ile Esu says Choma is on fire today. Yep. Let's see. Think right. This your seaport. Akariala. We'll give you seaport now. We'll give you seaport. We'll give you seaport. You and Freeman. We'll give two of them a seaport.
They go share 50-50.
50-50. Yep. But we don't see any requests, and obviously we came here because of you guys. If we continue not to see any requests in the next maybe 10 minutes, we'd have to call it 30 minutes. We'll have to call it a day. But yeah, in the meantime, Choma, I don't know. I believe obviously they'll be asking why don't we need Biafra? Let me go first, right? In my opinion, as a young Igbo man, most Igbo people, the tales or stories that were told to us by our parents, those stories we are told out of hate, out of emotions, because of the way that they felt during the time of Biafra, right? And obviously, if you blame them because this war happened, even though you can excuse them and say they didn't know everything of why, all the reasons why the war happened or all that, but their experiences, it wasn't fun for them. Then they run up and down. Then hungry, they literally see their siblings, their children, they die of kwashoko. These things not trauma. So you cannot blame someone who experienced those things, now has his own child. What do you expect that person to tell his own child? So these are the stories that were told to us, to me, by my papa. I'll excuse my mother because my mama no send that thing when they call Biafra. But my papa, these stories of pain, emotion, those are the things that have been passed down to us. And now we have that here because we love our parents, right? Our dads are like our first heroes. Anything they tell you, now you go take first. So you take that emotion in. You don't do any research. As a young person, you don't have even the resources to go find the research. But there is no excuse again when you become a grown adult, an older adult. There is no excuse again for you not to go and do your research and understand, why did we go to war? What happened? What did this happen? Why did that happen? Why did this happen? Now, me as a grown man now, I've come to that understanding that Biafra is not in my best interest. Anything where they call Biafra is not in my best interest. Because what has it done for us? Even the Ojukwu, tell us one project what Ojukwu do for Southeast. Even when he was Governor General of the Southeast. We can go on and on of Sam Mbakwe. I think it was Day the Chris the other day. He came when I hosted a show. You were in there, Choma. I hosted a show on, see me, I don't forget the name of the show, but I hosted a show on some show, but and Day the Chris came on and he was listing, I believe I still have a list of it here. Make una just bear with me. Yeah, here it is. He listed a list of things that Sam Mbakwe did. Concord Hotel, Imo Airport, Aba Glass, breweries, Imo Modern Poetry, Abia State University, Power Station, Adapam, and a whole lot of things because he was just naming them. You know, man, this thing where you talk now. Exactly. This thing
road where he built for some of the road where you see now. Now some of the road where now you done the sport, but him build that since that time. Yeah.
Shoma, exactly. This thing where you talk, and you say you know mention road. The Chris also said it. I never mention road, though. Okay. Exactly. This thing where you talk now, the Chris list all these things, finish. He say, I never mention road, though. So when you see these our leaders, Sam Mbakwe them, and that's why I had that pushback, by the way, when you said, it's a black thing. It's an individual thing. It's a human thing, but that's a whole nother conversation anyway. But, we have these people, Sam Mbakwe, Michael, but we can go on and on his own too. The few ones was, I know you've also said you were born in the Michelin estate. You've mentioned that one time. Michael, but I set up that industry for Port Harcourt, obviously, right? The Michelin, just like Shell Arrow too for Port Harcourt still, but not be him do that one. I'm just saying,
the daughter even came here one time.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, she was a little bit rude. And she said she was the granddaughter.
No, but Michael Obara did quite a bit, and from the stories that I know personally from an aunt who worked, hand in hand, campaigning, doing stuff, working for him. Even just the what is it? When you donate money, you donate money, put together, make the women for the communities learn how to do so, learn how to learn skill. Those type of things where now it looks like what they just do to get rid of, but they were doing it to like skill acquisition so that those people can cater for their families, even if they were not educated. These are things that we can mention. Samu Mbakwe is one of those people where, when they say what can governors do, and of course, the structure is a little bit different now. But for the allocation where they receive, you know how much governors they collect?
That is what the Chris said. He did all these things with less than 10% of what these guys are getting.
That money is in today's money.
Yeah.
You don't even reach what they collect that time.
Yep.
With the money where you get now, even if, because I know say stealing go day. Let's even say you steal like 50%. If you use the 50%, do that thing. Give the contracts. Make sure say the people you give the contract to do them. We don't know where we go there first.
Yep.
Maybe because the reason the one where you don't embezzle. We go feel even say.
Yep.
You chop where you chop. That kind of something. But no. They will use 90% because thing if someone back where built roads that us we don't know when they are like when like ballet the EK where we don't know where team do.
Yeah. But I don't even know this person. I don't know this person.
We don't drive on the road.
Yep.
And you see?
Yep. But anyway, the bottom line here is these people built all these things where we still they talk about. Me and Choma they talk about, they Chris they talk about, everybody they talk about. Waiting Ojuku do.
After Biafra.
Waiting Ojuku do. What did Ojuku do? What did Ojuku do? The spearhead, the hero where everybody they call him. What did this hero do for
if
us?
Papa money where you go use, bring. If you want bring money like that, Seth, go use and go do what nothing do. Make say they manufacture car.
Yep.
Make it be Ojuku, maybe Ojuku race car, Ojuku. As they do Peugeot, you're gonna do Ojuku something.
Yep.
It go make sense that because your papa at that time get name across Africa. You go even feel use that name. Say now my papa, now my papa company with which car you they drive. Biafra go they tell us say grandpapa they drive one car will be called Ojuku FX or something.
Yep.
But we don't see anything.
Zero.
Even the things that are what do they call them? Not elephant projects, but the projects that are kind of ego driven. We don't even see that one.
Nope.
Think it be like saying a hotel you built.
Even the cenotaph where you been the spearhead. You not even build them for people where in lead to go die. For people where in lead to go die. You know build.
Sorry. You know build.
So this hero, where is this hero coming from? And why should we still be talking about this Biafra that has not given us anything positive? Why? We don't need it. We don't need it. And this is not an opinion. It is a fact.
People, question, Delilah, Delilah thought say, Ojuku build something, he build Ojuku Bonka.
Sabo people, that now make we no one bring them here. Sabo, we now make we no one bring them here. Yep.
We don't talk wetin go benefit people. Bunker na for him and him people now for him babes when they hide there. Wetin concern us for him bunker?
Unbelievable. But this is my opinion on why I think we don't need Biafra. Choma, what will be your own thoughts on this? Why would they wait for the next person, if any?
Yes. I don't think that we need Biafra simply because of the evidence. You always said, rightfully, you said it's in the outcome.
Absolutely.
If we were going to get Biafra, we would have gotten it in 1967 because at least then, all of the things that, Nigeria was still a newborn baby, 6 years old, still a toddler, still very, very taking baby steps. That time, the memory of a new independence thing, it was still there. If we had any chance, it would have been in 1967.
Yep.
Now, with the way that Nigeria is structured, it is to prevent that type of secession at that scale from ever being possible. So I look at things in terms of what is possible. Because if you waste time chasing things that are not possible, that is not bravery and that's not confidence. That's just stupidity. It means that for the 26 years that we have derailed ourselves, on top of the marginalization, so you say we don't dare marginalize by your own, let's even say we admit, say marginalization day. But everything you have done in that 26 years has further marginalized you from where you need to be. So if we need Biafra, we say we need Biafra because of seaport. You say, okay, seaport no day. Is it river you want? Say dredge am. It's okay, but if we dredge am, vessel no go fit carry all the cars. We go lift them for head and be waiting. Think like say buy am. You guys go donate lagoon. And seaport conversation will just die there. International airport. I've spent hours explaining why the international airport argument is kind of a no thing. So we're not going to waste time there. But for all of the reasons why people say that we need Biafra, those are the reasons why I say that we don't. Because for every time we have attempted to agitate for Biafra, only Igbo people buy it. The points that a lot of bingos come with when they come to me about why Kanu needs to be free is not even because he's spying, because of the things that he's accused of.
Yep.
If you think about Biafra coming, I have to ask you, what about the way we have been going about it indicated to you that this was going to lead to a country? Because at least in 1966, we go say, pogroms happen. All these military people, they come, hold their chest to say, man, we must fight for our right. But now, with the way we are in the current dispensation and the way that the dynamic of Nigeria is. How possible is it? It is like 0.000, because Nigeria is not going to sit on one table and tell us that we're going to dissolve. It will not happen. So why dream about it? And then why is it? Because the reason why I know that we don't need Biafra, if we were to get Biafra today, it would be like Lilu and Osun. And when you now say, well, why is Biafra not doing those bread and, they said it's honey and
Milk and honey.
milk and honey. Why is the milk and honey you promised me? Why is the milk not milky? Why is the milk not milky? Yeah? They'll now say it's because they are not pushing the car well. Push her, press her. You go press car, milk and after. Oh, where's the money? Where's the money? They say we don't have bees in our league. But they never the bees, Just what I'm saying. If you get to the point where they even get that Biafra, and one thing is not the way that they say that it's going to be, you catching ask the question, you don't say you like to do fair enough. Before you say fair enough, you better listen. Me, I'm not going to enter the kingdom. Now, by that time, they go make me ambassador to Biafra as an American. Now, my American passport, they go use make me diplomat. You don't even do fair enough. Hey, Brugi. Yeah, because they will remember say, can't you say, anybody will be sabo, anybody will questioning way, go enter Biafra when it comes. But all jokes aside, we do not need Biafra for all the times that we have tried to get Biafra. All we have done is just think about what is happening with even the Obi candidacy. And the fact that bingos don't aim high and for Yakata. Now, just think about what the ones who don't know whether they won't be Biafran or whether they now want vote for. Just think about the disservice they are doing for, and even doing more for a person like Obi, because it means that those Yoruba people and Hausa people, you can't say Hausa people they clap for you, Yoruba people they clap for you. It make them even know say Igbo people they won't be part of Nigeria.
Yep.
But you go there, you go they do the certain things that is even the marketing Obi, because Obi is running to be the governor of a sovereign nation called Nigeria. Yep. He's not running to be my own president. He's going to be the president of all Nigerians. And that means that Obi believes that he can do something to change the way that Nigeria has been working. So why not allow that to happen? Why then be trying to take away from that by pushing for Biafra at the same time? Somebody has come up. Let's hope that he can help us extend this conversation. Mr. Shuka, I'm guessing your name is Chuka. What is your name? Where are you from in the Southeast? And what do you think about what we are talking about? Ndigbo, do we need Biafra? Take it away.
Mr. Shuka, before you unmute yourself, you're muted, by the way. This Chim's Obasi person, you see, say person, if I see that your comment one more time, I go mute you, because it just like Choma, just like Choma said, these are the people that will say so that to be like we don't want to bring you up.
We don't want to bring them up. Yeah, they do it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute you if I see that comment again. Mr. Shuka just requested, and I brought him up. If I see your request, I'm gonna bring you up. Who do you think you are? Like, they fear you? Are you waiting? Who do you think? You think that Choma they fear you? Who do you think you are? Please stop doing that. Anyway, Mr. Shuka, please unmute yourself. Let us hear your thoughts on this. And thank you for joining.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, just like Choma said, what's your name and where are you from, please?
I'm Chuka Eya.
Chuka. All right, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Enugu State.
Okay, thank you for joining.
Mr. Chuka.
Thank you. I still want to join the very few voices that say we don't need Biafra. And I just want to say it in just a few seconds.
Yes, please, because the conversation pretty much is for people who are of the opinion that they need Biafra. Those are the people we want to talk to. But let us hear in a few seconds.
Let's hear him, yeah.
Okay, I keep thinking about something.
Go ahead.
Every year we travel for Christmas. Okay, I live in Lagos, so every year we migrate for Christmas. And I had often thought about this. When we travel for Christmas, the transport companies that carry people from Lagos to the Southeast are owned by Igbo people.
Yes.
The people traveling are Igbos. But at that point, we have this price hike that is enormous. So, is this how we are planning to do the Biafra? We Igbo people we can't even contain ourselves in the business front. We can't even contain ourselves in so what exactly is this beauty of Biafra that everybody's saying Biafra, 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 Biafra? It gets me off. Okay, when you now get to the east during this Christmas, your fellow Igbo man will now baby food that you buy in Lagos for 2K. Your fellow Igbo man will sell it for you for 5,000.
Yes, that one is true.
If finally they come pursue me from Lagos, come east, so now what my eye they can't see be this. What is this Biafra? I don't even know what exactly we are talking about. Biafra. I don't know. People that see, many people try to advertise it to you that when Biafra come, we will do this, we will do this. I say, are we going to import people from other countries? Are we like this? We, me and you, we
they
all
give
like
us
this.
brain
Now we
transplant.
go do Biafra.
People like what do you mean name? Theodoji. People like Ipazu. People like Kefa about the other one. Or Jules Okalo. People like those ones.
In my state.
I only talk about people that I know. I know Sabi waiting Chimaroke do, but these three people I know say them BET. You know. Now those same people will go bring come the Biafra.
What's this beauty? What's the beauty of this Biafra we keep hearing? And we ourselves, we are not even good to ourselves. We have not done anything exceptional in our place. In short, if we could extend Christmas from that maybe 25th you're traveling and make it like 1 month, you can't even stay there.
Yes.
You can't even stay
there's
there.
nothing for you to do. Yeah.
Yes. And your fellow Igbo people won't even make it comfortable for you. So I don't know this beauty. We will build this one, we will build an aeroplane, we will do this one. What have we done exceptionally that shows that we are ready as a people to go for Biafra? We are going to this. We just keep lying to ourselves.
Yep.
And a whole lot of people that keep talking about this, it's a brainwashed people.
Yep.
They can't engage in constructive argument for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They can't even tell you why. They just keep hoping. They just keep believing. And somebody will brainwash you to believe that there's a different country you are going to manufacture from somewhere. Okay, maybe you are going to pick people from America and pick people from India. They come and place in the same country. I've been and me and them, I go see them in the same country. Oh, it's a pity. I think it's when I keep thinking about it, it gets me annoyed. I get annoyed over some of this narrative, and I don't even know why we are talking about it. It shouldn't even be a topic.
My brother, we have to talk about it. It has to be a topic because, like you're saying, there are a ton of people who still have this mindset. So we need to keep talking about it. But I appreciate you, Mr. Chuka, for joining.
Thank you, Chuka.
Make we hope say we'll go see one person way disagree so that we can keep the show going. Otherwise, we'll call it a day. But I saw an interesting chat here. I want to read that one real quick from Martina Amarachi Ononiwu. She says, I see it, and instead of me to keep on for my screen, I don't go come out. I saw an interesting chat. I go come out.
Is it Agwacha is claiming Biafra talk is one of his achievements?
Not that one. The one that caught my attention here is she said, and his son is coming out again to contest with me. So I'm guessing you're a politician. I don't know who you're referring to.
She's running for House of Rep.
All right, if you want to come up, make we talk. Yeah, man, you'll be the first politician when they come my stage. So please, feel free to request.
And come up.
Let's talk about. Okay. Let's talk about it then. You say Agwacha. Where is Agwacha? Agwacha na which state?
Agwacha na the guy where doing the guy where they follow the House of Rep guy where they follow go court with Kano.
Oh, that means Abia. You're referring to Abia State.
That's Abia. That's
okay. Oh, okay. All right, we have a politician in the house. This is our first one. Make we give him a round of applause. Hopefully we can get her up here. Say Agwacha is claiming Biafra. I see. Agwacha. I thought Agwacha was a place. Now make us say Agwacha now which state?
No, Agwacha is the House of Rep.
I see. Yeah. I see. Okay, I hope her network would allow her to come on so that we can talk about it for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, these are the, just very careless people that we have running our states. Forget Tunubu. I always like to say, remove Tunubu from this, right? Remove Tunubu. Just remove Tunubu. Tunubu, they pay OT every month. Tunubu, they pay Peter Mba every month. Tunubu, they pay Francis every month. Tunubu, they pay Hope Uzodinma every month. These people, what are they using the money to do?
Hi.
Anyway, thank you, Amarachi, for joining. Appreciate you. If you, what area are you running for?
Can you hear us?
I hope she can.
There might be network.
Yeah, it might be some network issue. Yeah, I'd like
She's
to know
running
the
for Ikuano.
Ikuano.
Umuahia North, Umuahia.
Ikuano, Uma. Okay, see me have to talk now. Don't they had me?
Yes,
Ikuano. It's make no verse with me sometimes. I know they fit to pronounce some words, but Ikuano in Umuahia. Okay, that's nice. So you said Agwacha. So Agwacha is the person you're running against, right?
No, Agwacha is the incumbent.
Okay.
That I'm running. Achieved. He's claiming that helping Nnamdi with the Biafra agitation is what he has achieved for the constituency. So we should clap for him. Anyways, but I'm not on the call for Agwacha now. We'll soon start the primaries, and hopefully I should get the ticket.
All right, I think we're having some network issues there. But if you can tell us just shortly, what party are you running under? What party are you running under?
APC. Under APC.
She's under APC.
APC, okay.
APC.
This see me, I don't even sabi these people, right? The Agwacha, which party him they under?
LP. They're under LP.
I see. So he's trying to use that LP as a bargaining, obviously, because LP is 71. LUP is 72.
Oh, her network is really bad.
Yeah, the network is really bad. Maybe you can turn off your video. Maybe that will help a little bit.
It won't happen this time around. There'll be my video.
Yeah, if you can turn it off. Yeah, maybe that will help a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay. So I was referring to CEO as well. There's a lot of people contesting for this position. I'm the only say is most people who are on this Biafra bandwagon, they don't really understand what they're asking for. What Nnamdi Kanu, and by the way, anybody who is listening, Nnamdi Kanu's house is like 3 meters away from my house. So it's more of my brothers than even you who is agitating for Biafra. Okay, so I'm saying to you that most people don't understand it. Choma, I keep telling them, when we started with this Nnamdi Kanu, we are trying to carry this Biafra thing on our head, thinking, okay, we have somebody who can, chart us our course into the right way. But let me tell you something. I will say it again and again. The average Igbo people are not ready for Biafra. They think they are ready, but they are not ready. And I can give you 1 million examples as to why they are not ready. Look at, I'm running for House of Representatives now. Even within our Nawiwi, we still have issues. Even within our parties, we still have issues. Even local government elections, Umunna, Umada, we still have problems. Why do we think that if they don't give us our own special state, something good will happen and we'll be able to repair when we cannot even undo the one we are doing in another man's state? So this ideology that this guy has come and instilled into, and this is why we must be careful who you listen to. Because whether we like it or not, the people we listen to can make or mar us. The consistency in Nnamdi Kanu repeatedly selling this illusion to our Igbo people is what has made them get this conviction. If you call an average Biafra supporter and you ask him, what does it mean to get Biafra? What will happen to you if you get Biafra? How will your life change? Do you know they don't have a blueprint? They cannot even explain it. Yeah. They just know that, we have been marginalized. Choma used to handle them as bingos. It's Choma that has their meeting. But call them intelligently to even And if you're listening to me and you're a Biafra supporter, this is to you. Try and even convince us that don't believe in Biafra, that we should believe in it by explaining what it means to us. Do you know they cannot do it?
Yep.
And I have tried to do this severally. You know, I'm in Umuahia. I'm in the place where this Biafra is very strong. Where if you see the average person, once you say, getting with your mindset about Biafra, once you just speak against it, they hate you. Now I say, okay, I don't believe in Biafra. Make me believe in Biafra. They will not be able to do it. So how can you sell it to the average person? How can you sell it to Igbos at large? How can you sell it to foreign investors who you want to come and repair these places for you? They are not ready. And I'm likening this Biafra to these Nigerians who are complaining about the presidency and everything. Nigerians are also not ready for change. So I don't think we need Biafra. We have not even handled Nigeria. And can I tell you, between you and I, it will take us another 16 years to even start changing Nigeria. The only thing that people like us can do when we enter the house is to start to create the awareness that is needed. How
Absolutely.
to start teaching people not to compromise on standards. How to start showing them what can be and what is to be. How to bring integrity to the place. That's what people like us will do. If any of us coming out in 2027 claim that we are coming to change Nigeria, we don't even know what we are coming out for. So if we cannot even change Nigeria to the next 16 years, I promise you, nobody right now living can create a structure for Biafra. They cannot even create ordinary party structure. We have not even finished creating. Look at ordinary party structure. The average Igbo people cannot create. Is it Biafra the one? I'm telling you, my Choma, do you know if we even have Biafra? I see can start Biafra now. Do you know the guys, they will have problem? This one will say, I'll be the leader. This one will say, I'll be the leader. We'll be doing leadership just for structure, not to talk of policies, not to talk of, when we start implementing. I say they are not ready. I dare any Biafra person to come out here and give us a blueprint of an implementable structure and strategy that we can use to bring about Biafra. How can I call story?
Yeah.
The average
Martina,
of them is not knowledgeable enough.
Martina, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs. All right. Mrs. Absolutely. Mrs. Martina, I just disagree with you when you said, we cannot change Nigeria in the next 4 years. I have my disagreement on that one because I believe a strong leader, somebody will get foresight. And in my opinion, again, Tinubu is that person. Even though I know support him and all that, but he got into power. The least that he can do for his legacy would be to transform Nigeria. But unfortunately, we see where the country they go. You don't have to speak on that because I know you're running under his party.
I will speak on it. No, I will speak on it. See what I'm saying? I think you took me out of context.
Okay.
Tinubu is the most strategic president ever, whether anybody likes it or not. And the truth of the matter is, this next 4 years is going to be a legacy year for him. Because if you see the people that are coming out to want to hold power in the different countries, in the different states, in the different parastatals, you will see that these are people that are capable, people like me. But what I'm saying is, for there to be any change, we have to have like-minded people inside of that thing. That's the first step. And this is what we have been repeatedly telling this Nnamdi Kanu, that you cannot change anything from outside. You want to change, you want to take people out from Nigeria. You want your Biafrans to go out of Nigeria. You must first be inside the Nigeria corridors to see how power is being handled, so that when you get Biafra, you know how to build the structure. So what I'm saying in essence is that people like us, when we come in, we will now be creating the needed awareness. I mean, awareness must happen in Nigeria. My brother, have you seen when you go for election, somebody will tell you, I like you, oh, okay, I will vote for you. And next minute, that person is compromising on standard for maybe 1,000.
Yeah.
He will lose 4 years. He will use the soul of his 4 years. He knows you are the credible person. But because somebody has given him, it's not that you didn't give him, you gave him, but because somebody's $1 is higher than what you have given, he compromises on standard. And the only thing that can happen is because of their mindset.
Absolutely.
And so what people like us are going to do, because anybody that tell you they can change Nigeria, that person has not lived in Nigeria. You have not dealt with Nigeria. You are playing. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the people that are going to be in the power in 2027, our job, part of our job should be creating the necessary awareness that fosters for us to continue the legacy that is needed. But if anybody, and that goes to from the presidency downwards. So this one, Peter Obi and Abiadna say, I'll change Nigeria. Well, like they give Peter Obi does not have the capacity to be the president of Nigeria.
Fair enough.
They go run and street.
Fair enough. Make we no bash Peter Obi, just like the same way I didn't,
I'm not me.
Absolutely,
I'm not
I hear you. I hear you on that. But me, I'm more of an optimist, so I always try to look on how things can be better. I still disagree with you when you say
Okay.
anybody that says they can change Nigeria has not been to Nigeria. I still disagree with you on that. But for sake of make we no bore everybody where they are, make a joke because I'm not from Iguano, by the way. I'm Al Moyengwa, but Abia State obviously is personal to me, right? So make I ask you,
All right.
when is your primaries? I know you mentioned primaries. When is your
My
primaries
primaries is
happening?
on the 18th of May, in the next 2 weeks.
18th of May. Is it going to be like direct or is it the normal delegate one?
So what the president has done is that the president has given the power to the people. And the
Okay.
president saying all stakeholders are responsible for whatever you want. So he's saying, like what the APC party chairman has said, for our party, I don't know about other people's party, they are saying to us, look, you can have a consensus if you agree. So all the aspirants can come together and say, you know what, I want to choose Martina Kanwa. There is that possibility. But if you feel that, you know what, you don't want consensus, or you make we enter field, all of us can have a direct primaries. So that's basically what they are saying. The president has taken the power and given it to the people. So it's left for the people now, critical stakeholders, aspirants, all of us, we are going to the field to do the work. So
All right.
you now that want direct primaries, make sure you have your structure, make sure you have the people that will come and vote for you, whether they are saying the truth or not, make sure you are prepared. So that's what's happening in APC.
Absolutely.
We are making sure that we are doing things transparently. So that's what's happening now.
Very nice. Very nice. And Choma, just before I continue, I know we have this show of Ndigbo, Why We Need Biafra. I know she has talked about it a little bit, and I understand she's also your friend. I hope you're okay with the question in why they give them.
No, that's why I wanted you guys to talk, because I didn't know where she stands. So there's nothing she's saying that I don't already know.
Absolutely. And thank you, Mrs. Martina.
Campaign, immediately I collect my ticket. She's coming on board as the strategist. Make we wire,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I know that this Biafra talk will be in the campaign matter. So Choma will come on board.
And this Biafra talk where they talk about, I was going to pivot there a little bit because you mentioned that the Agwacha guy, that he's using that as a campaign point, for people to sympathize with him. Waiting be your own plan.
Yes.
Waiting be your own plan for the people.
My own plan for the people. Oh, guy, if I tell you now, I say they won't copy me because they copy everything where I do. I would love to say my plan. I would love to bring out my manifesto in a couple of days. Make I buy my tickets.
Nice. All right. That is nice. That's a nice one.
You go see my manifesto.
That is a nice one. We go try use this platform because again, I'm a person, right? I go try my best to use the platform to talk about you more. I know of you now, Martina, Mrs. Martina Amarachi. I go do my little way. The 90 people, 100 people, they come my place. I see someone also said here proudly Iguano. So hopefully there are Iguano, Delta. I said Delta. Abia people here who would be able to vote. So I go talk about you a little bit in my own little capacity. But I appreciate you for joining, Mrs. Martina Amarachi on Oniwu. When I don't hear primary is the 18th of April. We don't know if it's direct yet. Or May, 18th of May, sorry. When I don't hear it's 18th of May, we don't know if it's direct yet. But hopefully she wins her primaries. And make una go turn up and vote for her. That's the little we can do to bring in people with new foresight and everything. But I appreciate you. Thank you, Mrs.
We'll talk later now.
Let me come down. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Thank
you so much.
Now. We'll go gist that.
All right.
Later.
All right. Unfortunately, we've not seen any of our Choma Zemek. I know call them brothers. We've not seen any of our Biafra people.
I am brothers now. You feel like although your manhood something. Me, they don't be my brother.
Don't call these people brothers. These people are not my brothers.
Because any brother will go say, make them carry me, make them find me because I don't believe.
Absolutely.
Don't be my brother.
Anyway, we never see any new person requesting. We wouldn't just be here just for talking sake. We came here today for a specific reason to talk about this topic. We've obviously spoken to a few people today. The other people, they came with some different energy and we couldn't continue with them. But shout out to Mr. Kelechi. Shout out to Mr. Innocent. Shout out to Mr. Chimobi. Shout out to Blessedom, Mama Sabo. And shout out to Mr. Kelechi again for having the courage to come back and ask Choma that question. We go cut the video, and put that up for people who weren't able to watch from the beginning. We'll cut the video and put that up on our social media so you guys can catch it. Before we call it a day, Choma, do you have any last final notes or thoughts before we call it a day?
Yes, of course I do. Well, thank you to everyone who's watching from Facebook, from YouTube, and from TikTok. If you followed me here, thank you. And thank you for sticking with us for this long. This conversation is something that we will continue to have. I think that, Kachi, you and I will probably figure out a way to keep this conversation going, because I think that if we had enough platforms in unison, not even together, but basically at the same time talking. If the time that Blessed Domi, Jele, me, we were talking, if there were like more people talking at the same time, maybe the damages that we are now reeling from, maybe we will not be talking about this right now, right? So we have all seen, we have all bore witness to the damages that Biafra has caused us. And somebody can say, well, Nigeria has done its own bit on Nigerian people. And that is correct too. But just because Nigeria is dealing with you does not then mean that you now set your own region on fire to now spite Nigeria. Because at the end of the day, you they deal with Nigeria, you they also deal with yourself. So if you have joined this conversation and you have learned anything, if you have questions, and there are other things that we didn't bring up but you think would have been relevant within this conversation, as you see Kachi's live come up, have this conversation. I, on my own side, will also continue to having this conversation. If you're not following me on Facebook, my name is Chioma Amarade Sahagotu. That's also my government name. So you can follow me to catch up on the things that I do write about, because the history of Biafra is necessary to talk about. So when you come on a stage and you say we cannot talk about the history because that history makes you, uncomfortable, it doesn't help. Because remember that Biafra Ndigbo, men and women, Igbo people who could have been alive today in Osun, in Lilu, in Idato North, in Echeke, and said, because Fulani people are being Fulani terrorists are being given amnesty. And I said, do you know what amnesty is? Because if you're anti-amnesty, the ones that they caught in Imo State that they gave amnesty, that were shouting Biafra, nobody would have given them an amnesty. Even in Niger Delta, there was amnesty that was given to people. So the Nigerian government is not giving amnesty to a particular group. Amnesty, most of the time, is even negotiated at the state level, your state governors. If you are anti those things, these are things you can confront your direct leadership about. But Biafra is something that has left a scar, not just on our souls, but in our communities, in our region. So if you say that you're an Igbo person, and you care about Igbo people, and you care about Igbo land, and we are the ones who are the denigrators of the people who are denigrating Ali Igbo, okay, we dash you. But why is it then that this Biafra that you say we need, you are not able to come on the stage and speak truthfully and factually as to why we need Biafra and why Igbo people must die to achieve it? I'm going to rest my case here, and hopefully I will catch you guys next Sunday or another Sunday as we continue this conversation. Thank you, my brother Kachi, for having me, and thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you, guys. Choma, don't talk and finish. I appreciate all of you guys for coming. Appreciate it. All the people who gift us. I'm sorry, I know we are so...
Oh, we didn't even acknowledge it. Thank you for the gifts.
Thank you all, guys, for all the gifts. Thank you so much. Hopefully next Sunday, if not some other Sunday. But me and Choma go, talk about time. We negotiate time. We'll see when she's available. I'm available. Come up with a topic to come back and talk about, because again, like she said, these conversations need to be had. And Choma, you said, say all the platforms, if there were multiple platforms, I like make stupid joke anyway. But you say if multiple platforms, we are talking when Blessedom and Ijele then we talk, maybe it would have been better. At the time, Kachi was sympathizing with Biafra. So.
Is it because I never call you Bingo?
I love you, Bingo!
But that time, you don't enter you. You just get sympathetic because Igbo. So, and now why you jump out very quick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? So, when I knew about Radio Biafra and when I joined Radio Biafra in the time as well, it was the same thing. You saw something Igbo, like there's all of these sort of conversations about all these projects. Who as an Igbo person go hear about project where you go donate money? Something where we they do, they donate money for different things. If you carry dead body, we go donate money. Make we build projects for Ali Igbo. So now when you can't see say something there inside this thing where no be the same thing that they talk. Now when you collect sense back, Abi, so and that is allowed. That is the true testament of somebody who has an elastic brain. It means that as you they go Sokoto, you can't they realize say, oh, what was Lagos can see in jail. The common sense to tell you say make you just walk 80 around, go back. But person say, before you because you don't waste one year already.
Just continue to go.
Continue to go straight.
Just they go, Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, that's what it is. Thank you guys for joining today. I appreciate you guys. We will let you know if we will come back next Sunday. Hopefully we can. And until next time, peace.
Peace. Bye.
All right. Bye. I have to turn off this thing now. No problem. I go turn them off. Give me 1 second. Gaji. This no be me they do am the thing. No, I'm sorry, man. Hey. Okay, there we go. No, this app did stress me anyway. I'm going to turn it off now. Peace. Yeah, there we go.